With Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, appearing in his head all the things he's wanting to be said. 19 minutes of Phil to Phil. With so much time to kill, he promised chill, but all he does instead is beg and shill. Streams online and straight away begins to whine, but always fine as long as Shaz benign and doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to endure like fresh manure. I feel sure he ran straight to feeling so insecure. The money earned on yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always had to stay on. If supports are also slow and stays so low and fails to grow, you never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. One ticked off across the board with charge to what because the squad can't be ignored. Just how much DSP makes us feel so bored to help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch a creep who play bingo, but Phil will bitch on why his sheep are also cheap while DSP is chasing green. We're seeing green across the screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals are so machine. He's not in burping, leaning ban. It matters not if actually fun. His child can't see if powers make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and starts his like before launching into a big pretending there for bills when truth is there to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of college cat and fatty life and all his strife while forgetting that it's done well and they were rife. With drama he will react but isn't act as a fact as he rehearsed to be exact and how he felt he was attacked. She's really over and a win is in sight with what to white despite Phil to light that tips were not white. We'll say alright it is okay and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tips will help from being off the other day. And with those words we win again. It's never if but always when the game is won. Thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hey guys, Kindjad here, and welcome to DSP Bingo for what is today, Wednesday, the 6th of September 2023, and big ups as well to MicroPython Cypher who's in the chat, and he says hello MicroPython. Of course, Cypher made the bingo program in Python and sent it to us for, so he's basically made bingo a whole lot fucking better. Oh fuck, get the fucking crappy shitey fucking podcast music away from here. So yeah, big ups MicroPython Cypher for popping in and saying hello. I do appreciate your efforts for the bingo card, and he's actually got some more things planned as well for the card, like he's actually got some more ideas out there. And yeah, I made a couple of wee things myself, a couple of wee tweaks and changes basically for the sound files. There's a new noise for whenever we tick a square. It's not going to do that ding noise anymore. It's going to have Phil saying something. All three things for the noise notifications are now all Phil saying things. You've heard two of them the other night if you're tuning in, but this one is brand new, you've not heard it yet, and it is quite simple and effective. But yeah, when I get back from my holidays, this is my final stream of course before I go on holiday. But when I get back from beautiful Greece, then I can imagine there's a few more changes and tweaks and all that to the bingo stuff. And yeah, you can just ignore Prophet's perverse ideas there. You don't have to worry about Prophet suggestions. He's a good lad, but he's a bit fucking creepy. So just ignore Prophet there, Cypher. You don't have to you can just ignore him and his delusions. There we go. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. This is one of the things I'm really looking forward to the holiday, of course. It's going to be great if I can get away and just enjoy a beautiful sunshine and a beautiful country and everything else, But yeah, I'm also looking forward to coming back and so we get back into the swing of things as well, But we get to get away though. Nice to get a wee break, and just unwind and chill and all that shit. So Phil was late to his stream, okay? He was late to his own goddamn fucking stream. He said good morning everyone, didn't say a goddamn thing since then. DSP today has chosen to fucking stream and play games instead of celebrating his wife's birthday. Now his wife, Kat Burnell, is at home. She is not working today. Phil could easily fucking just said, okay, today's a day off and let's fucking do something for you, honey. But no. Phil's schedule must be maintained at all times unless otherwise, like in case it's like some sort of appointment they can't rearrange. Birthday celebrations can all be rearranged, and so it's so important for Phil to play Starfield today. Why wouldn't Phil play Starfield today instead of fucking celebrating Cat's birthday on your goddamn stream? And apparently Phil's got a lot of news to discuss today. It's actually quite all over the place, is what he says. But speaking of, sleeping in, Phil sleeping in to do his goddamn fucking job. A wee series here, made by KDV, called Stream Sniped, which D-Dog made it into a fucking wee, YouTube video. But KDV originally had a comic series based loosely on DSP. And he made a wee comic series. I should give it a read the other night. I should have read it the other night, probably before seeing this as well. But yeah, it's good to see it animated now, I guess, from D-Dog. So this is what D-Dog has done with KDV's creation of a creature based loosely on DSP.
David Dave Burke, also known by his online alias Dave the Destroyer, is a streamer with just about everything: a mansion, a nice car, and a beautiful girlfriend whom he plans to marry. However, not all is well in paradise. Tensions have been growing with his girlfriend, and allegations of cheating in a tournament he won years ago are coming to light. Aging and health problems are taking a toll, too. Perhaps this will send him into total madness.
Alright guys, what's going on? We got another overgrown lawn here to clean up. This is actually a really kind of a small lawn, which is good for a change, and it's not a corner lot. So this one shouldn't take me that long. But check it out. You can see
Shit. Here we go again.
About half an hour later,
He's a pedophile. He's a racist. He's a sexist. Yes, that's true. I smell. I'm a dunce. Offensive.
Morning, babe.
Yes, that's true.
Good afternoon, fat ass.
Bad back injury. Gout. Oozing with grit. First thing is gout. Gout is a disease that makes act like an ass. He's a racist.
You know, had I known you'd wake up at this time,
Yes, that's true.
I would have made you a nice lunch.
I'm a dunce. Yes, that's true. He's a pedophile.
But no,
He's a sexist.
you've been oversleeping again. What the hell were you doing last night? Jerking off all night long? Or were you pissing away your money gambling?
Babe, I was?
Doing both? You have all the time to do that, but you don't have time for me?
We don't even sleep in the same room anymore.
And why do you think that is? You smelly pig. You really need to shower more.
And that's the video that D-Dog made based on KTV's wee comic there. So if people want to check that out, feel free to check out the link in the description. Hold on, give me a second here. That's the video. So that's the video that D-Dog made. Give me a second here to chase up the link for the actual series itself that KTV done. Give me a second here. I actually did read it the other night, and you know, it was a good read. You know, good read. Hold on. So what was it called again? Hold on. Give me a second here while I find it. You know, I just need to scroll from history. And so I read it. Yeah, Red After Stream, there we go. Stream Snipe, there we go, found it. I have found it and I found it. The link to it is in the chat right now. Fantastic stuff indeed. So there you go, it's a series academy as well. Cool. So Phil is online. Has he given any reason then for fucking being late? No. He just says there's a fucking lot to discuss in the fucking news today, and then he says BRB then begin. Fucking hurry for that. So there we go. Actually, I'm going to get all prepared and set up. I don't have too much time to really waste today. I don't want to fall too far behind Phil. I have got a very early rise tomorrow. Got a taxi picking me up about 4 AM. The flight's just after 6 AM. So really I cannot afford for a stream to fucking run too fucking late. So I'm hoping I'm not a lot of, you know, speed up juice. It's nice to have speed up juice, but yeah. I don't want to have too much speed up juice where I fucking fall so far behind it's like fucking crazy. So yeah. Make a card. Okay, let me press my button to generate it, and badam. There we fucking go. There's a fucking card. So, we need a number. Any number at all. Someone give me a number. Hayden says 12. That was the first number in chat I saw. 12, okay. 12 from Hayden. He was the first number in chat I saw. So I'm going to use their recommendation and select 12 in the randomizer up here on the card. Hit enter. And there's a card for today's bingo fun and games. Fantastic stuff indeed. So we've got Phil to give a lean and ban somebody. him pig explaining something, him saying okay, him doing siege mode, which is where he crosses his arms, holds his arms, where he talks to you, and Tim saying wrong. Then you got Phil saying chill. Here's the thing, what the fuck are you talking about? Tim repeating the same point constantly, and Tim being toxic. The third row is Phil saying oh, support, him snorting, him saying fuck, and him saying Twitter or X. The fourth row is Phil displaying some jealousy, him saying goal, alright, shot, and him pointing at text on the screen. And finally, the fifth and final row is Phil saying you see, him doing a wire or T-pose, him scratching the stash, him pointing at the camera, and finally Phil saying you guys. There we go. You guys want to hear what the bingo sounds like whenever you tick a square? Because I've changed the noise. The noise is no longer a ding noise when we tick a square on bingo. It is now this.
Burger, burger.
There you go. Anytime we tick a square on the bingo, it's just Phil saying burger, burger. So there we go. Hopefully we're hearing plenty of burgers tonight.
Burger, burger.
And hopefully we can get a full house to end, you know, Phil's fucking streaming week. It'd be nice if I can end on a full house as well before I disappear to fucking Greece. So there we go. So yeah, Phil has, I don't know if Phil's lost some members. He's at 542 currently. He's chasing 550, but fucking hell man, overinflated like fuck. So it's just, as usual, Phil's members are all overinflated like crazy. I was going to say, so hold on. Dirge Gaming, in case you guys have not checked out Dirge Gaming yet, he analyses Phil's fucking fights, okay? And he actually fucking uses Phil's replays. And he overlays Phil's face on the fucking screen. And that way, when Phil fucking says he did something or whatever, he, you know, Dirge Gaming kind, you know, shows what Phil actually pressed. So, how about we'll give us a wee watch, okay? We'll kind of watch this until Phil goes live. Link to this video, by the way, is in the chat as well. I would highly recommend Dirge Gaming. In case you guys aren't aware of Dirge Gaming, it takes the time to fucking put his videos together, you know what I mean? And tries to sync everything up and all and explain what Phil did wrong and everything else. So, here's a wee example of it.
Who's ready? Wasn't ready for that. Did you see how far that parry was? I mean, I was about to block something on reaction. Wow. Shouldn't have jumped. My fault. Wow, from that distance.
There's a wee explanation there at the bottom of the screen, so he slows it down. He says, I'm starting to believe that DSP thinks that he is 4 plus as soon as he drive rushes and doesn't understand that it is only on hit or block. So Dirge Gaming obviously knows the game better than Phil to fucking explain this shit. And Phil's fucking oblivious to it.
Stuffed me and now he gets level 3. He stuffed me with a standing medium kick from full screen stuff. So I keep telling people Honda sucks. Because normal gets stuffed like crazy.
Oh, DSP's going live apparently. Well, fuck it, you know. Maybe just fucking straight into it then. Oh, it's a fucking long intro. Okay, let's just fucking watch some more of this then. watch the end of this wee fight here.
Oh my god, he backstepped. Give me the win. Yes! I was ready! Bonk.
Nobody fucking cares though. Anyway. His intro is so long. His intro is unbelievably fucking long. We had time to watch the rest of that fucking round. We probably still had time to watch the fucking final set as well. Fuck me, man. Anyway, before Phil goes properly live, remember, 20 snorts, free space. 10 burps, free space. 100 likes here or there, free spaces as well. We're trying to get 25 out of 25. Fingers crossed, here we fucking go.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the show. I am Darkside Phil, and I welcome you here to the Level 1 podcast for Wednesday, the 6th of September, 2023. We've got a very busy show. Excuse me. We got a lot to talk about today. Indeed, we've got a ton of game news that has happened. 4 different stories, I believe, that I'll be covering today of various different levels of importance and interest, so that'll be fun. Also, as a follow-up to yesterday, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to attempt to get my refund for Mortal Kombat 1 pre-order, so that
Fuck off.
if I get that refund, I can buy the better edition and play the game early on the 14th of September instead of the 19th. I'm currently in the queue. That is correct. I actually tried to log in earlier before I started the podcast this morning to see if I could talk to the bot and what would happen. So I did this, and basically the bot said, all right, so we're going to determine eligibility. However, in order to do that, you got to wait in line. You have 289 people ahead of you. Do you want to wait? And I said, yes, let's wait. As of now, I'm 266th in line. So we'll see what happens. I'm leaving the window open as we do the podcast today. Live, I will tell you guys how this goes. It's going to probably keep counting down, and hopefully at some point during the show, I'll actually speak to a real person, explain the situation, and see what happens. Hopefully I'll get my refund, and then, like I said, once it's refunded, I'll actually get the better version of Mortal Kombat 1, and we'll start playing story mode on the 14th in just 8 days. Yeah, a little early. That'll be great, actually. A little early. Anyway, so all that being said, everybody, welcome to the show. How you doing? Exciting day today. We got some follow-up on yesterday's gameplay streams, an update on today's content. Like I said, major news stories today that we're probably going to be talking about for a while. Therefore, the news segment will likely be the meat of today's podcast. Which is great. To have a lot of news to talk about is always a good thing, right? I've also noticed, do I look centered to you guys? I think I am today, because I've been noticing as I watch back the podcast after the fact that I haven't looked like I'm centered on camera. I've been a little bit too far this way. I think what happened is I knocked the camera at one point, and then no one said anything. So I've been askew for a while, and I was like, wait a minute, I'm looking back at all the podcasts like the last 2 weeks, and I'm like, to the side. I'm like, oh shit. I think I fixed it though, so let me know what you think. I look like I'm centered. Parasola said he never even noticed. I'm looking good. I'm a tad bit to the right. Just a tad. A tad. We'll see. Let me know.
I don't think that changed anything. If I go back 5 seconds, it's the most minimal movement. A tad, and he's like a quarter of a fucking millimeter. It's the most minimal change in the fucking world. The most ridiculous of tads. And Murdoch saying, did a camera point? My bad. Let me tick off camera point. Where are you, camera points? There you are. Burger indeed.
I know what you think if I'm centered now. Okay, so burger. First of all, today's my final consecutive streaming day of the week. Okay, we got a mix today.
That's a fucking T-pose if I ever saw one as well. Hold on, that's a T-pose right there.
First of all, today's my final consecutive streaming day of the week.
Held it. Yeah, that's a T-pose. I'm taking T-pose for that. That's no problem. That's a T-pose right off the bat.
Burger. Okay, we got a mix today. We got some chill fun on the first stream, and we got some Street Fighter action on the late stream. So it's a combination today. It's not all action. It's not all RPG. That's always a good thing. I'm excited because today, we're going to continue on with Starfield, which has been good so far. It's been a mixed bag for me, and I'll explain why on this very show. Street Fighter 6 tonight, we're going to be using Luke. I actually watched some Luke gameplay last night from top player Bon Chan, and I tried to learn some strategies. It's kind of hard when I haven't used Luke in so long. I'm watching Bon Chan play, and I'm like, is that the normal I think it is? Is that the move I think it is? I hope it is, you know, because I'm trying to absorb it. If you don't know what input they're doing to do that, it's like, you know, you need that visual recognition, right? Anyway. So, FYI, good stuff coming today. I'm off tomorrow. I come back on Friday with an all-action day of Armored Core and Street Fighter. It's going to be great. Before we get to any of that, special happy birthday wishes for my wife, Kat. It is her birthday today. People had actually brought it up on last night's late stream. Normally, I wouldn't bring it up, but because people brought it up, it's already a topic of discussion in my content. So, happy birthday to my wife. Now, you might say...
Wait, you weren't planning on fucking mentioning the love of your life's fucking birthday. We were trying your best to fucking ignore it when it's fucking public knowledge, which you fucking shared with everyone. Was he actually fucking serious? He was doing his best to fucking have everyone ignore her fucking birthday. For fuck's sake, Phil, but the big serious fucking question is why are you fucking playing games today when you should be fucking doing something special for your wife on her fucking birthday? Move your fucking day off to the fucking next day instead, you know, today could be a day off. There was absolutely nothing stopping Phil Burnell from having his day off be today, to coincide with Kat's fucking birthday. But he chose instead to play video games rather than fucking spoil her on her fucking birthday.
Well, what are you doing for her birthday, right? Well, she already got some presents, and we opted this year that specifically on her birthday, she wanted to stay home and just relax. Why? Well, a couple years ago, we tried to schedule a day out for her birthday that went horribly wrong. That was the day of the infamous Burger King chicken sandwich fiasco. Burger. Yes, it's the 2-year anniversary of that, if you can believe it.
I cannot believe that Phil saying wrong coincided with him talking about burgers as I'm clicking the square to hear burger. That is just... And that's how Phil remembers it. Phil doesn't fucking remember a fucking birthday for Kat Burnell. No. Phil remembers the god-awful Burger King chicken sandwich. That's how he remembers it. He's like, what's so special about fucking the 6th of September? Oh, I know what's so special about that fucking day. Burger King became my fucking enemies and gave me a fucking nasty sandwich. Oh yeah, and it's that fucking person's birthday as well. Yeah, wait, you know, Kat, that's her name, yeah. It's her birthday as well, of course. That's another point. That's another small factor why it's fucking the 6th of September is so fucking prominent and fucking important, but not for fuck's sake, Phil.
Her birthday that went horribly wrong. That was the day of the infamous Burger King chicken sandwich fiasco. Yes, it's the 2-year anniversary of that, if you can believe it. It was an awful day out. We ended up trying to go to dinner, and the place we went for dinner didn't even have the food she liked. So basically, it was a horrible disaster. Last year, we still went out, but she decided she wanted to stay local, and we ended up going to a local sushi place she really liked, so it was nice, but it didn't feel special. This year, Starfield is out. She's been playing it ever since it came out on Friday. She got the advanced version. She loves the game.
So instead of you doing something special for her, she's settling for Starfield, a video game she can play any fucking time of her fucking life. Phil, this sounds fucking miserable as all hell.
And she said, I would like nothing better than to just stay at home, relax, and play Starfield all day for my birthday. In fact, I don't even want to cook. I said, that's fine. I'll take care of it.
That's normal. That's normal, Phil. What do you mean I don't even want to fucking cook? You barely fucking cook, Ken. You fucking don't even clean dishes. You fucking serve shit on paper fucking plates. And then you wonder why you got so much fucking garbage accumulating around the fucking house. Holy... Oh my god, Phil pretending to fucking always cook apart from like the very special occasions, like, you know, any fucking day ending in a Y.
For my birthday. In fact, I don't even want to cook. I said, that's fine. I'll take care of everything. You stay home, you play Starfield all day, relax, I'll order some food for dinner, we'll have a nice relaxing dinner together, you can play Starfield all day long, and then tomorrow, which is our scheduled day off for the week, we'll go out and we'll do some stuff together. So that's actually what's going to happen. Now, what's going to happen tomorrow? I'm not going to spoil, because I always talk about that on my Phil's Day Off segment of the podcast, which I will tell you about on Friday.
Oh no, I'm going to miss it. Oh well, big fucking deal.
So why spoil now when there's going to be a segment for Friday's podcast, right? We actually have some things planned. Burger. To go on Thursday, but I'll let you know about them when I come back on Friday, okay? But that being said, she's gonna have a nice relaxing day. I'm gonna just stream all day, stay out of her hair so she can play Starfield all day. All right, that's what she wants to do. I say, hey, it's your birthday. You do whatever you want to do on your birthday. Sounds good to me. We're gonna have some dinner later. What will it be? I'll tell you later. I'm not gonna tell you now. And you know, it'll be a good day overall. All right. So people are saying I should cook for her. I literally, if it's her birthday, I should not be cooking. You understand what I'm saying? She wants good.
But Phil, you've claimed you're a fucking master fucking chef. You could just, this proud Italian doesn't know how to fucking cook. This super proud Italian is fucking, oh, I've got an amazing fucking meatball recipe where I fucking use like 10 cups of fucking sugar or whatever. He's not even gonna fucking bother his arse to try and make it a fucking good meal. Zero effort. Sometimes it's the effort that fucking counts, Phil. You can't just fucking throw money at all your fucking problems to fucking make up for the lack of effort you have in your fucking life.
Good food. So that's why I'm not cooking. All right? Some actually good food that she likes she's going to have today. So, okay. Now, very good. And I certainly hope that, you know, you guys, first of all, here's what I'll say. Thank you. Last night, some people were very nice. They were wishing her an early birthday. She appreciates that, you know. We don't have too much bleed over of personal to, you know, professional life here. But it was nice that people had brought that up yesterday. So thank you to those who did. Okay. All right. Now, let's talk about yesterday's streams. By the way, I'm number 204 in the queue to talk to a representative right now. I'm still here. I'm clicking to make sure it shows that it's active. Yes, I'm 204th in the Sony support queue to talk to an agent to try to get a refund for Mortal Kombat 1. To recap, because if you weren't here yesterday, you have no idea what I'm talking about. So we were talking yesterday about Mortal Kombat 1. And I said, well, I found out, just like with Starfield, if you get the higher level edition, you basically play the game 5 days early. Now,
No, I can't do it anymore. 1.25 speed. 1.25, we need it.
I don't really care from the competitive standpoint. I think it's kind of unfair for a fighting game for someone to have a 5-day head start from everybody else just because they paid extra money. I think that's really dumb. But the thing is, I'm not super serious about the competitive play of Mortal Kombat. However, Mortal Kombat's story mode has been one of the best modes in any fighting game for the last decade. Ever since they rebooted the series with Mortal Kombat 9, it's been an amazing mode. Plus, there's new single-player content they've added to this one as well. So, basically, I was thinking about this. I'm like, man, I would love to play it a little early, get the story out there, maybe be one of the first people to put out a full story mode playthrough on YouTube. That'd be pretty neat, right? Everyone says that the story mode's around 8 hours long, so if I played it launch week, I could get the whole story mode out there before the standard launch of the game on the 19th. So, I was thinking, all right, let me get the better edition then. And I went to look, and there's no upgrade whatsoever. I've already pre-ordered the standard edition. That's how I played the beta a couple weeks ago. But there's no upgrade. There was an upgrade for Starfield, but there's no upgrade for Mortal Kombat 1. So I'm like, well, I'm not going to buy the game twice. I don't need 2 licenses for this game on my console. I'd be throwing away essentially like $70. So what I tried to do yesterday was contact Sony support to try to get a refund for my original MK1 pre-order so I could then use those funds to get the higher level pre-order so I can play the game early. Now, of course, everyone's like, well, you can't technically do that. I mean, listen. Every single digital service says you can't refund a game. You realize that, right? It all says in everyone's terms of service, oh, you can't refund, blah, blah, blah. But then they end up having these situations where they allow you to do it sometimes. I don't have no clue if I'm going to be able to do it or not. Some people are telling me, yeah, we've done it before. We always get pre-orders refunded, and others are like, no, they're not going to do it. So who knows, right? All I know is, all I can do is talk to them about it and see what they say. So I could call, but if I call, I'll be on hold for an hour. Guess what I can't do? Be on hold for an hour when I have to broadcast all day. So yesterday, live during the podcast, I tried to use the chat support system to talk to Sony. And 3 times yesterday during the podcast, I got the response, we're too busy right now, try again later. So for a whole 90 minutes that I tried, it wouldn't let me speak to a person. Today, right before the podcast started, I tried. It got me into the waiting queue. It says I'm currently number 186 in line and still waiting. So it's updating slowly. All right, I started as 289, now I'm 186. So it's counting down. So hopefully within the next hour or so, I'll actually get to speak to a human. We'll do it live, and we'll see what happens and see if I can get refunded. And if I do, I will get the better version of Mortal Kombat 1, and we'll play the story early on the 14th as opposed to waiting to the 19th. Now, by the way, I say that, but I'm almost positive the 14th is a Thursday, and as you guys know, Thursdays have been my day off.
As?
Yeah. So if it comes to the 14th, I'll probably start playing it that Friday the 15th is likely what I'll do. And go from there, you know, play it like maybe 2-3 days, get through the story.
Hold on. He is desperate to fucking play this game early because he might be the first one to get a story mode playthrough out there. But he's going to fucking be a day late playing it when it comes out.
Money, yeah, money, oh, money, yeah, money.
Thank you very much, D-Dog, for a very generous super chat. It says, first round of shots at the wedding on me, even though open bar, building up some speed juice as well. Thank you very much for a very generous super chat, D-Dog. I do appreciate it. And yeah, the key thing means that me and my partner, we're still engaged. We might get married next year. It's one of those things that it's a weird thing. Like, none of us. It's a very. I'm going to build up one speed up just here by getting a little bit personal. My mother and father, bless them, like my mum and dad's gone now. They were both previously married to other people before they found each other. So when they got together themselves, they didn't want to fucking go through marriage again, but they stayed together for like over 30 years, and they stayed in love, But they didn't need marriage, you know what I mean? So I grew up in an environment where I felt like I witnessed firsthand marriage was not like an essential thing for people to fucking enjoy being in love. But and then my father passed away, and obviously my fiance, she wasn't at the time, but I wanted to spend the rest of my life with her. So when my dad passed away, I decided, what, I'm going to propose to her, and she said yes. So yeah, it's not. I know it's not for everyone, you know what I mean? But yeah, we're still engaged. One day soon, hopefully.
Yeah, yeah. Money.
Thank you very much, Prophet. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, yeah. Money.
Phil's not dancing.
Money. Yeah, yeah. Money.
There we go, a little fucking dance at the end, micro dance. First of all, thank you very much to Prophet for the super chat, who says, don't spend this all in one place. I'll try my best not to, pal. Thank you very much. And Corey Taylor is actually as confused as we all are when it comes to Phil as well. His super chat says he'll pay for early access to not play early. What? Exactly. That is the fucking confusion I am fucking feeling myself right now. He is determined to try and get a refund for the fucking version of MK1 he's got, to get the fucking better version to try and get it early, but he's not going to fucking play it early because he'll have his precious day off on Thursday. I guess that confirms, by the way, that the next time you'll see me after today will be next Friday. So yeah, Friday the 15th is when I'm back from Bingo Antics. So I wasn't sure if I was going to change his days off or not, but I guess not. But it's so fucking weird. He's a master of his own schedule. And yet, for some fucking reason, he doesn't want to deviate from the from that schedule. He says, not even for Cat. Cat doesn't get a fucking day, a schedule change for a fucking birthday. Fuck you, Cat. We'll eat pie some other fucking day. And yet, he's even this is his business. It's in his best interest to fucking play early.
Money. Oh, money. Yeah. Money.
Phil's on dancing half time, sorry. But thank you very much for Snood for the super chat. It says, similarly, he only sells products for no pay. That's a good point, yeah, because he got a beanbag from fucking, what's that fucking, he sold a beanbag fucking years and years and years ago. And it's like fucking ridiculous, and it's like, he rode it like a fucking horse, and he was saying it was great for his fucking back, and then years later, somebody asked him what happened to that beanbag, and Phil's like, oh, that's terrible for your fucking back. So Phil openly lied about how good the beanbags were for your fucking back. And he's like, oh, I have a bad back myself, and this bag's great for me, fuck off. Fuck off. But, yeah, it's just ridiculous. And that's not the only thing he's fucking showed, of course. He had a fucking Loot Crate fucking sponsorship, for fuck's sake. He likes to fucking forget about that, doesn't he? Where do you think the fucking Pikachu hat came from, and the fucking Bender hat? Those are all fucking Loot Crate items. I wouldn't just fucking go out and buy that fucking shit. No. Of course, the one great thing that came from the fucking Loot Crate boxes.
Fucking inflatable fucking crown!
But sadly, we don't even fucking see that anymore because Phil hasn't got the fucking stamina to blow it the fuck up again.
By the way, I say that, but I'm almost positive the 14th is a Thursday, and as you guys know, Thursdays have been my day off. Yeah. So probably if it comes to the 14th, I'll probably start playing it that Friday the 15th. Is likely what I'll do. And go from there. Play it like maybe 2-3 days, get through the story within 2-3 sessions. It's probably what I'll do anyway. So, okay, so. That's the deal. We'll do it live. Now I'm 178 in the queue, and it's getting better, so we'll see what happens. All right. Let's talk about yesterday's streams quickly. Then we'll go through the schedule for the week. We've got to talk about game news in a big way because there's big gaming news stories out today if you guys aren't aware. And then we'll do some shout-outs and Q&A and all of that stuff, okay? So, let's talk, shall we? Here we go. So here's the deal. Yesterday, first of all, on the first stream, I played Starfield. And we followed up on what I was doing the stream before, which I thought what I was going to be doing was following along with the story. I had joined the Vanguard faction, and I was actually recruiting Sarah to be part of my crew, our first companion, and we were going out to do this mission for Constellation. But we got completely distracted when we got to Earth's moon, also known as Luna, and ended up investigating this lunar base with a bunch of enemies in it and stuff like that. It was pretty fun. So anyway, had a good time with it. And then yesterday we were following up on that. So basically, number one, we needed to find someone who apparently was missing in the Sol system for one quest. And the other quest,
Shut up for a second, Phil. Snood wants 1.5 speed, and you know what? I'm such a lovely bastard, I'm going to approve that. Of course, we're risking catching up to live DSP, but that's a risk I'm willing to fucking take. For me anyway, I epitomise today at time go. I don't want to fucking run too late today. I need to fucking get to sleep early, because I've got a long fucking day tomorrow, an early flight.
we were looking for the other, well, that's right, we were looking for this missing person because they had a piece of this relic that we had earlier in the story, and it was the next piece of the relic that we were going to add and see what we could decipher from it. On the other flip side, the Vanguard had us doing a mission as well. So there were multiple missions out there in the Sol system to do. So we ended up doing those, which was fun. After I had finished the second Sol system mission, which basically was for the Vanguard, we were on a planet. And after having done, it was about 90 minutes we had done these missions. I thought they were fine. You know, like I said, the major criticism I have of this game is the graphic. The frame rate chugs along and has some issues, but outside of that, I think the story is outstanding. The gunplay is passable. Sucks that there's no like VATS or special thing because it just feels like very generic gunplay to me. I'm just being honest. But if you like the narrative base of previous Bethesda games like Fallout or Elder Scrolls, you're gonna like the story of Starfield. So I really enjoy getting lost in the content and the side missions and things. So after having completed this Vanguard mission, people were like, so you're on a planet for the first time, why don't you go explore the planet on foot just to see what like surveying is like and stuff like that? And I'm like, all right, let's do it. So we start walking on the planet, and immediately I noticed the frame rate's terrible. And I'm like, wow, it's like No Man's Sky all over again. Like literally, it's like bad performance, just like No Man's Sky when it launched. And I'm already seeing some glitches in the environment and stuff like that, floating items. Oh boy, right? Remember I jumped on a ship and my legs sucked through it and passed through it. I couldn't even stand on like the top of the ship. It wouldn't work. It sucked me into the item. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. So as I'm exploring the environment, I'm starting to criticize the game because the scanning is bad. I'm gonna be honest. You're running around, you're trying to scan wildlife. You literally have to be in the wildlife's face to scan it. And when it says scan, you have to press A, but literally nothing happens on the screen. There's no sound effect. There's no visual, like a scan of lasers, nothing. You press the button and it says, oh, okay, scan, and your percentile of completion for that creature goes up. And that's it. There's literally...
Hold on. Your percentile of completion. I'm no English expert, being a Scotsman and all, but is that even grammatically accurate for him to fucking say it like that?
Press the button, and it says, oh, okay, scan, and your percentile of completion for that creature goes up, and that's it. There's literally no recognition whatsoever.
I have a feeling that's not the proper way to fucking use that word, Phil. You're just trying to fucking sound smart. In fact, as usual, I have a sound clip for this kind of thing. Here we go.
God, it's like you just use words you hear randomly to try and sound smarter.
There we go.
That you did it. Now what happens is when you get close to creatures, they aggro to you. So now the creatures want to fight you gotta murder them. I don't want to murder the innocent creatures of the planet. I just wanted to scan it for research. Why am I murdering all the things around me? Okay? Same thing for plants. You gotta walk up like an inch in front of them to scan them, and you have to tediously do this. There's also landmarks. And you gotta scan those. I'm like, wow, this is not very interesting. This is pretty boring, actually. So I'm like, oh, here's an element that I need to gather for one of my research missions. Oh, you can't get that. Why not? Well, it's a gas, and to capture gas, you need a canister, and you need to build a base to mine the gas. I'm like, wait, what? I can't just mine.
Well, Phil was full of gas, as we fucking know from his fucking farty antics the other fucking night. I forgot to mention, by the way, guys, today's thumbnail, once again, thank you to Hoodlum Hours, Ravens Dolphin. The wee right hand side of the thumbnail was like me from the other night, of course, because you guys saw me fucking remove. But the left hand side, they got a great shot of Phil just like fucking doing his little fucking her fucking derp thing. And yeah, I think someone, I don't know if it was a Raven or a Vega, that said just fucking have Phil play the bongos. So I thought, you know, fuck it, why not? Let's have Phil play the bongos. So yeah, it turned out quite well, and there's a great recommendation on their part for the thumbnail.
Mine the elements I want out of the planet. I have to do this giant elaborate system to get gas for research. Why do I have to do that? That's not fun. That's a lot of busy work. That sounds like it's a job. I don't want to fucking do that. I just want the element. You can't do it.
Well, there we fucking go. Phil never wants to fucking do a job ever again. What a lazy bastard.
Oh, okay. So I continue to search, and as I'm searching, so now I've been walking the surface of this planet for about 20-25 minutes, okay? I fought a bunch of enemies, I got some resources or whatever. Nothing too great, but it was alright to see what it was going to be if I wanted to actually search these planets. My game freezes. Yes, in 2023, my game freezes just wandering the open world of the planet. I go to reload, oh, the game didn't autosave for 15 minutes. You've got to be kidding me. Yeah, so in 2023, you have to actively be manually saving every few minutes you play Starfield, because if the game crashes, it doesn't autosave that often, and you lose a ton of progress. They only had 15 years to figure this out, and they still haven't. Okay? It's still buggy and wonky.
Does Phil wanting the fucking game to like autosave every fucking 5 steps or some pish? Maybe he should fucking take better care of his fucking consoles. Just fucking saying.
Low frame rate, choppy, crashing. What the hell? Modern game. Okay? Like I said, this is really my one big criticism of Starfield. Outside of that, I haven't really had much issue with the game engine, with, you know, the story, anything. It's just this game engine is not optimized at all. It runs crappily a lot of the times, and then it can crash your game. That's really pathetic, okay? Anyway, so after that, I'm like, well, I don't want to go back and do the same shit I just did for 25 minutes. I'm out of here. So I left the planet, and we had actually found, by complete chance, there was...
Hold the fuck on! Hold the fuck on! So Phil had like one crash, and he effectively went, I don't want to live on this planet anymore, and fucked off. He actually fucking pulled off that I don't want to fucking live on this planet anymore meme, and just got the fuck out of there, rather than fucking spend 5-10 minutes redoing shit I didn't save.
A ship that had landed on the moon when I was doing questing there. I'd fought a bunch of spacers, and one of them had a random log alluding to some lunar base, or hidden base out in space somewhere. So I'm like, all right, let's go check that out. I go to do it. Oh, it's too far away. You can't jump that far with your ship. Okay, so how do I do it? I don't know, because the game has never really explained this yet. So my chat proceeded to explain to me what you need to do is you have to do tiny jumps. You can jump only from one system to the next system over, and you can do a series of those smaller jumps over and over till you get to your destination. Now, apparently later in the game, you can either upgrade your ship, or you can find a better ship with a better warp core, I guess, or grav drive, or whatever it's called, and then you can make longer jumps. But for now, I'm limited with the starter ship. I have to do these little jumps, little jumps. So what purpose does that serve? Literally nothing.
Well, it means you got to try and fucking work hard in the game to fucking achieve better upgrades to your fucking ship. For fuck's sake, you're just fucking complaining about, oh my fucking god. You don't fucking deserve to fucking play this game.
Because I can still go where I want, it just takes more time. It doesn't hinder my progress, it doesn't make it any more meaningful, it's just a bunch of waste of time. So...
Ruh-roh. What happened there? Now, OBS is fine, my internet's fine, it just fucking froze up for a second, that was strange.
Thanks, Bethesda, for putting in a complete waste of time game mechanic that means nothing. Who cares if I need to do one big jump or several little ones, besides wasting a few minutes of loading screens? I was still able to get there and do the mission anyway. So figure that one out. It doesn't really seem to me like the whole space travel mechanic was very well thought out at all. It's an afterthought and a way just to fast travel around the galaxy.
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Richard. I guess Bugs. Sorry. Thank you very much to Richard Bugs for a super chat. It says, "That's a nice story about your mum and dad. I lost my dad too. It sucks. Anyway, big ups from Scotland. Hey, another fellow Scot then. Cool. Thanks for all the laughs. Love hateful slurs. Sure. No worries, man. But yeah, I'm glad some people are entertained by the bingo antics. I'm still surprised it's as popular as it is, you know what I mean? But some people find it entertaining. It's a novel way, I think, to try and endure Phil's fucking rambling. Phil is a boring bastard, but he's such a predictable bastard that we can fucking make a game of bingo out of his boring antics, and we can try and make it somewhat entertaining by just fucking putting on these spinning thoughts and kind of our own commentary on it. Even that's what I'm saying. It's just kind of crazy, fucking kind of support it gets, you know. But you guys are fucking incredible for, you know, supporting it as you have, you know. So I really am very grateful. Hey guys, I'm sorry about that, but that was, oh my god, the internet again. Come on. What's up with this fucking internet today, man? Hey guys, I didn't be heard. My internet's playing Cybergirls right now. This is not a similar problem to what happened last time. The internet is just fucking dying on me here, man. Hello guys, I'm trying my best here, but this internet is fucking playing Cybergirls right now. Jesus, man. Guys, we might be back now. I'm not entirely sure. I hope we're back now. So yeah, I think we're okay now. It seems we're a little bit steadier now. The internet just died for like everyone in this area, just briefly there. Yeah. So yeah, for people, hold on. I need to try and refresh my fucking chat. I guess hold on, I can try this. How's that? So, guys, okay, I got my chat refresh. Fantastic stuff indeed. So, yeah, guys, I'm sorry about that. I was mid heartful fucking message there. You know, I was responding to Richard Bug's nice wee super chat, and I was basically fucking being all nice and well, I'm always nice anyway, but you get what I'm saying. No, I was being all fucking sentimental, and I was like showing my appreciation. And then Virgin Media just decided, you know what, fuck all of you guys. I was going to disconnect. So yeah, those problems were nothing to do with OBS being funny or YouTube being funny. That was entirely my internet provider just deciding, you know what, you're going to fucking just lose connection for a little while. But it looks like we're back now anyway, so hopefully things have stabilised again. We weren't down for too long. But yeah, that was like, that was not just some YouTube issue being kind of funny, where that was just, that was just fucking Virgin Media just deciding to be a bastard. Let me see if I can fix Phil's chat here, because Phil's chat obviously kind of fucked up as well there for me because of that. So if I do that and OK it, and then go back and refresh and copy and paste in, yeah, I've got Phil's fucking chat showing again. There we go. So I think we're all good now. So basically, I was saying there, you know, but I appreciate everyone. Like I don't know how much was heard before it got cut off. You know what I mean? But everyone is like, obviously, people will say if you can you know, make you can do a bit to make things better. Obviously, whether it's just fucking being there and enjoying the content and recommending things to try and add to the fucking card and all that shit. You know what I mean? You got people like like Cypher have made the bingo thing as well. You know what I mean? And this is crazy. You know what I mean? But this is the community we have, so it's amazing that bingo's growing. Anyway, I am going to put the heartfelt message to one side in case I kill Virgin Media again. I have a feeling I was too fucking sickly sweet for fucking Virgin Media and decided to fucking cut me off before I fucking got too fucking, sweet. I don't know. But anyway, I had it on pause the whole time. I don't going to say anything in the card. I had it on pause the whole time. So yeah, let's say I get back to bingo antics and see what Phil's going to fucking say next.
One out. It doesn't really seem to me like the whole space travel mechanic was very well thought out at all. It's an afterthought and a way just to fast travel around the galaxy, and that's about it. That's what it seems like to me anyway.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much for Prophet for a super chat. It says, they may take our internet, but they'll never take our freedom. Albagabra. No, that's just, yeah. Prophet channeling his inner alcoholic Australian actor there, Mel Gibson, aka William Wallace. But anyway, we have definitely built up a lot of speed up juice because of that internet being a bastard thing, so yeah, here we go. Thank you, Prophet, for his super chat. Let's crack on and go.
See, and that's about it. That's what it seems like to me anyway. So we arrive on this hidden base planet, and for an hour, we do a bunch of stuff. There's a lot of enemies, there's puzzles, it's fun. And after that hour, it was tough combat, by the way. Lots of defensive robots and stuff. We get to the very end, and I was about to get my big reward for completing it, and I ran out of time. Like, an hour of awesome gameplay, and I ran out of time, so I don't get to see what the reward is. So today, that's where we're starting in Starfield. We're going to see what the big reward was.
Funny how you can fucking do overtime for Street Fighter. You can spend an extra 30, 40 fucking minutes playing Street Fighter, trying his best to get fucking master rank. So you can put in overtime for those games, but you won't put in extra fucking time for Starfield.
For the giant mission of the hidden base that I did yesterday, alright? So, I hope you'll join me and we'll see what that is. Apparently there's good rewards in this base from what I'm to understand, and then we'll go from there. What happened is, as I jumped around the galaxy to get to this area where the hidden base was, I had been unlocking other side quests. Okay? So the cool thing is, we could go to some of those other galaxies now and try out those side quests if we so desire. Or we could just continue on with main questing. We have two new quests. Well, actually, we have two quests we could do for Vanguard, and we have another quest we could do for Constellation, I feel. So we have like all this stuff we can be doing right now, depending on what we feel like doing after I get my loot reward. So let's see what happens, and we'll play it by ear. That's the thing about these Bethesda games. There is no direct right or wrong way to go about them. You literally play them whatever order you want, and you have fun doing it. And that's one of the best things about this game. It definitely follows that tried and true formula of, say, Fallout or Elder Scrolls, where there's so much content that you can just go about and you can wander around and enjoy at your own pace and just do random stuff. So, by the way, today is the official day that Starfield is out for everyone. It's actually out for anyone who was going to buy the standard edition or who has it on Game Pass. Congratulations on starting your journeys. Perhaps many of you are just starting up right now with your journey through Starfield. I wish you the best, but I'm going to forewarn you, you're playing it on console, you're going to have performance issues. Even on the Series X, I'm having choppiness and performance issues. That's my main gripe with the game right now. I like the story and the mission structures and all of that, and I just don't like how the graphics don't look good because they're so choppy, all right? So we'll see what happens as I continue today. It should be a great stream of Starfield on the first stream. Now on tonight's late stream at 6:45 p.m. Pacific Time, we're returning to Street Fighter 6 in a different capacity. I have finally reached master level both with Blanca and Honda after a month of grinding on the PlayStation 5. So tonight, we are going back, and we are playing with a new character, Luke. Luke is a character who, for the very few times that I actually used him in online ranked play on Xbox, I did really well. My placement matches got me into low-level diamond, and even playing entire streams not really understanding the character, I got a lot of wins, okay? So tonight, I have watched some gameplay from Bon Chan, the top-ranked Luke player. I've seen what he does, and I'm going to try to implement some of those strategies tonight as I play with Luke on the late stream. What we're going to do is a little bit of casual play, then the ranked matches the placement matches for ranked, and then some ranked gameplay. So it's the start of Luke in ranked Street Fighter 6 PS5 tonight on the late stream. I hope you guys will join me for that. Okay? Tomorrow I'm off. When I come back on Friday, it is Action Day. First of all, the Level 1 podcast should be exciting because I'll recap what we did. There's special stuff for Kat's birthday celebration. In addition, anything else that happened on my day off. We'll also be continuing on with Armored Core 6, a game that I've really enjoyed the gameplay of, and I'm liking more and more the further we get in. Looking forward to the conclusion of Chapter 3 and more when we play again on Friday. And then Friday night is Friday Night Fights, Street Fighter 6 gameplay ranked, and I'm thinking maybe we'll do Lily on Friday night. That could be good for variety's sake. Remember, Lily I've been using in the Xbox version of Street Fighter 6 for a while, and then I stopped using her entirely for over a month. So now to go back to that character, again, I'll probably watch some videos of top-ranked Lilies and what they're doing, and see if I can implement that into my own gameplay, okay? And then this weekend, we'll have a combination. Starfield on Saturday. Saturday night will be Chrono Trigger. Sunday, the React Show. Probably Sunday night we'll do, maybe, I don't know, Street Fighter. We'll see. Or no, I think Sunday night we're going to do more Starfield. And then we're going to balance it. So it's like Armored Core and Starfield on the day streams. And then the night streams will be a balance between Chrono Trigger kind of finale and Street Fighter 6. So that's what we're looking at for the next week. Okay, now, if I can get Mortal Kombat 1 early, because I get refunded for this pre-order, and I buy the higher level one, then I will basically do that, and we'll start playing Mortal Kombat 1 on Friday the 15th, and we'll start doing the story. And every day will be like Friday and Saturday story, and then probably finish the story Monday, try to get through the story of the game within the first 3 streams, and go from there. We'll see. But if I don't get refunded, no, I'm not going to be buying Mortal Kombat 1's better edition and owning the game twice. That's absolutely ridiculous. I would not do that. And so, instead of that, we'll probably just keep doing Starfield and Armored Core and Street Fighter and stuff until Mortal Kombat 1 comes out on the 19th. By the way, I believe also Lies of P is coming out around that time too, so we'll have 2 new games around that time of the month, okay? Update. I'm currently number 82 in the queue. 82 people ahead of me before I can talk to an agent. We'll see what happens, okay? Okay. So, all that being said, let's continue on. That's the schedule. And what I'd like to do now, I guess what we should do, should we just go right into news? I think because we have a lot of news to talk about today, we should get into the news segment. We may get interrupted for me to talk to this Sony agent, right? I guess we'll see. Okay. Let's do it. Let me get that news open here. An interesting variety of news right now. All right, let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everyone's favorite segment, DSP News. All right? So, what is going on in the realm of game news today? First of all, we're already talking about Mortal Kombat, and guess what? There is something going on with Mortal Kombat 1 that is suspect, and a lot of people are actually getting worried about. Are you ready for this? So, if you remember, the big reason why I swapped over from playing fighting games on Xbox and to PS5 was because I wanted to be sure moving forward I was playing fighting games on the optimal console for them, and I was going to have the biggest player pool. Now with Street Fighter 6, the game is completely cross-platform. It doesn't matter if you're playing it on Xbox, PlayStation, or PC. Everybody can play everyone. But it's not like that for other fighting games, okay? Notably, with Mortal Kombat 1, what it said was that they were going to have crossplay, but not at launch. It listed it specifically, like on the website for the game, it said crossplay is coming, but it will not be available for launch. And we had this discussion that if I was going to buy Mortal Kombat 1 and play it, I was going to want to be able to play against the biggest player pool. Case in point, I had the beta. And even playing that on PS5, the connections were not good, right? Can you imagine if I was playing on Xbox, where only about 15 to 20% of fighting game players play, versus 80% on Sony's PlayStation consoles? Can you imagine what that small player pool with the connections would be like? It would be abysmally bad, like super laggy, okay? So, you play on the format with the most players, you're going to have the highest chance of better connections. So we made that decision, right? And we talked about this and said, well, if I switch over to PS5 and there's more players, this might be a better experience. Plus, not only do we have Mortal Kombat 1 coming out, we also have Tekken coming out now in January next year. So we have multiple fighting games. Again, PlayStation seems to be the premier platform for them. Would make sense to switch over. That's the reason why I switched from Street Fighter 6 from Xbox to PS5, and why I bought this joystick, and I've been using this joystick to play Street Fighter 6 for the last month. I'll continue to use this for all fighting games moving forward, so it's a great way to jump in with a good control system and all of that. So, I talk about all this, and in the last month, since the beta came out, there's been a lot of discussion about the game. Of course, all the fanboys saying the game's amazing. But someone like me, being very honest with you guys, said, wow, I played that beta. And even playing the Mortal Kombat 1 beta on PS5, which definitely would have had the bigger player base, man, those matches were laggy. And you took a look at the average ping. The best ping I got the entire beta was like 62 milliseconds. That's like an average ping in Street Fighter 6. The good pings in Street Fighter 6 are like 18 to 20 milliseconds, okay? The average ping I got in the Mortal Kombat 1 beta was over 100 milliseconds. For those who don't know, over 100 millisecond delay, you cannot react to stuff online. And Mortal Kombat 1, a lot of the gameplay is based on a high-low mix-up strategy, meaning someone's either going to hit you low and then lead to a combo, or it says I'm still in line, by the way, and I'm still 52 in line, just so you guys know. I'm still following along here, and it says I am still number 52 in line for this Sony chat. Okay. Anyway, so hold on a second here, because we got trolls, and I just got to get rid of them. I'm trying to concentrate and tell you guys the news, and idiots are trying to derail the stream. Hold on.
We now have one full row completed, so listen up, guys, because these are the sounds for now for DSP Bingo for us getting squares ticked and rows completed.
Burger.
5 in a row. That's concerning.
There we go.
Here we go. Okay, continuing on. So, when the average connection of the Mortal Kombat 1 beta was 100 milliseconds or higher, that means there's too much lag to play the game, right? Mortal Kombat 1 is based on high-low mix-ups. It means that someone either is trying to hit you low and go into a combo, or they make you think they're gonna hit low, so you block low. So then they do a move that's called an overhead, meaning you can't block it high, excuse me, you have to block it high. So if you're blocking low, it hits you, and then they do a combo. So you need to either block high or low and guess, and you need to react to what they're doing. When you're doing 100 millisecond gameplay, you can't react to what they're doing. They're just gonna hit you. You either have to be blocking the correct direction, or you're gonna get hit no matter what. It's just unfair, and that was the average experience I had playing the MK1 beta. And by the way, I live in the Seattle area. Seattle, Washington is a hotbed for gaming in the United States. Tons of gamers live out here, tons of pro players. This is not like, oh, I live in the middle of the sticks, so because of that, I couldn't find good players with good connections. There should be arguably a ton of people with good connections to me, and there were none. So what gives? So I even questioned it, and I said, man, the MK1 beta is nowhere near as good as Street Fighter 6 right now, because the connections were bad. I'm curious if it'll be that bad when the game launches. So, again, one of the things we've been talking about is the crossplay functionality, right? So guess what's happened? You guys probably didn't know this because it's been very quiet and no one's really been talking about it. In the last week, NetherRealm, the developer of Mortal Kombat 1, quietly removed all information whatsoever about crossplay from all of the places that Mortal Kombat 1 is listed or described. It's gone from their official website. It's gone from the Steam page. They removed all the information as if they never mentioned the game would ever be crossplay. What the heck? People have reached out to NetherRealm and said, hey, what gives? Radio silence. No response. What the hell? So here's what's going on. Here's what I think. They don't know how to make good netcode. They just don't. They, sadly, cannot hang with Capcom right now. Capcom found the formula to make really good fighting game netcode for Street Fighter 6, and NetherRealm tried and failed, and that beta looked nowhere near as good as the betas for Street Fighter 6 or the final product, and they realized if we can't get the netcode to work just on one platform, how on earth will we get the netcode to work cross-platform? You got to tackle the platform-specific first before you start working on crossplay. So it sounds to me like they failed and realized, wow, we don't want to overpromise and underdeliver, so just remove all of that information as if we had never mentioned it. So now can you imagine if I bought that game on Xbox? I would be playing no one because they're never going to make this thing crossplay. Or if they do, it's going to be so far down the line, no one's going to care. Just so you guys know, when it comes to NetherRealm games, they have a very short life cycle. Here's what I mean. Usually within the first 1 to 2 months, the games are hype as hell. Everyone cares about the narrative mode. Everyone cares about the single player content. Everyone cares about the online multiplayer. There's usually several tournaments. And that first year, roughly, it gets a little bit of hype. But by the end of that first year, NetherRealm games slowly fade away. Meanwhile, Tekken, Street Fighter, and others persist. They continue to be popular. They continue to be played at a competitive level. For whatever reason, Mortal Kombat, Injustice, and these games seem to just fade away into the background after about a year. So, here's the thing. If they end up getting rid of this crossplay functionality and not putting it in for like a year, no one's going to care. By the time that it gets added, it's not going to matter because the competitive nature of the game will be over and no one's really going to be caring about it. They're going to be selling the game for $10 by the time they add crossplay. Is that going to be an added feature anyone cares about at that point, right? So it sounds to me like, yeah, they screwed up. They were thinking they were going to be able to compete with Street Fighter 6. Then their beta came out, and the beta ran so poorly, they had, hey, everyone, hey, Mortal Kombat Defense Force, you know, all the people who are paid shells for us, please say the game's really good. So they did. Everyone kissed the game's butt, even though there is concrete evidence with those connections. They're nowhere near as good as Street Fighter 6. And then they realized, well, if that connection is bad, there's no way we want crossplay. It's going to be even worse. So just nix the whole crossplay thing for now. We'll talk about it in a year. Yeah, it's pretty bad. That's especially when it was previously advertised as having crossplay, and I guarantee you people pre-ordered it on the crossplay premise, and now they just removed it all. It's completely gone. And like I said, the worst part is people are reaching out to NetherRealm and Warner Brothers Games, and they are not getting responses. It's just as if they never asked. Like, oh, well, we have nothing to say about that. That's bad, man. That's just awful. And again, already I have a problem with the fact that if you pay early, you can play the competitive game 5 days early. That's giving a head start to people who pay to play early. I don't like that. If I get the early version, I'm doing the story. All right? But I think it's messed up. There's going to be people who are going to have 5 days competitive advantage on everybody else just because they paid extra money. Now you're telling me you're eliminating features you said were going to be in the game. What's next? They're cutting out the story, right? It's like, huh?
But Phil, you played the beta of Street Fighter earlier than other fucking people could. There's plenty of people that want to be involved in that Street Fighter beta. You got in before them, and you played the game earlier than everyone else, technically. Why is it fair for you to play a fighting game early for Street Fighter 6 when not everyone could do that at the same fucking time? Your logic here does not make much fucking sense, Phil. It makes you sound like a big massive fucking hypocrite. Yes, I know eventually Capcom had a fucking open beta where it invited everyone along, but before that though, there was a special invite beta for different fucking platforms that you fucking put your name in for, and you got a head start on everyone else. No, also, he wasn't the only fucking person playing a beta, I know that, but you get what I'm fucking saying though. He played a competitive fighting game early. He played online in a competitive fighting game early. He tested characters out in a competitive fighting game online early. Because not everyone had fucking access to it, but he fucking did. So he's making himself sound like a big massive fucking hypocrite here.
So that doesn't sound good to me. That sounds like a bad idea, and I don't know what they're thinking, but that's what's going on right now, and I hope that they do come out with an official statement, and the statement isn't, oh, by the way, yeah, we're just getting rid of crossplay. That would really suck ass for everybody, I think, okay? Okay, I'm number 5 in the queue for Sony, so I'm gonna do another fast news story, okay? The developer or head developer / director of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom has come out and stated there are no plans whatsoever for DLC. That the game itself is good enough, and now they're moving on to the next iteration of Zelda, so do not ask for or expect DLC for Tears of the Kingdom. What's out there is that's the finished product, enjoy it, and then they're moving on. Personally, not surprised. They didn't do DLC for Breath of the Wild either, right? So why did anyone think that there was going to be a DLC for Tears of the Kingdom? I don't know. This game engine at this point is kind of tired. I want a new Zelda on a new game engine and new game mechanics at this point. So hopefully they do that. They make a whole new Zelda now from the ground up, and it's not just Breath of the Wild 3. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I guess we'll see what happens with that. I like Tears of the Kingdom. Of course, I had criticisms of it, but I wasn't expecting DLC regardless. So it's not necessarily news, but it's kind of a confirmation of everything. I'm being told there was a...
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Black Metro. Super Chat says DSPN, the Alex Jones of gaming news. Pretty fucking much. He's citing them. So Phil Burnell is trying to present this as some sort of news source. Okay. He's trying his best to he's trying his absolute damnedest to try and appear a bit more professional here by trying to claim he's presenting gaming news. But all that credibility goes out the fucking window when he fucking puts forth his own fucking batshit conspiracy theories as to fucking why game developers are doing what they're fucking doing. You don't see fucking news anchors fucking twisting a fucking narrative and trying to come up with a fucking reason as to why. No, most news anchors will fucking just report the fucking news. I say most because I know some don't. Some, yeah, Fox News, essentially. DSPN, the Fox News of gaming, says profit. That's pretty much that. You get what I'm saying, though? Most respectable news outlets will just fucking report the news. They won't fucking try and wonder why. They might have some sort of separate fucking segment where they get experts in to fucking analyse the news and all that shit and try and put their own opinions as to what's going on in that situation. But no. Phil is one person doing this, and he's fucking just spinning fucking narratives in his fucking head as to why he thinks it is what it fucking is. No credibility whatsoever.
But I wasn't expecting DLC regardless. So it's not necessarily news, but it's kind of a confirmation of everything. I'm being told there was a season pass for Zelda. Haha.
Phil is talking to a human online, interacting one-to-one. The news has been interrupted. Breaking news! DSPN derailed thanks to Sony representative.
Alright, I'm in. Hold on. I'm in. Let's see what happens. So it says, thanks for contacting PlayStation. I'm reading your interaction with our online assistant. I appreciate your patience. I'll be working with the PlayStation ID you entered earlier, which I did. I appreciate your patience by waiting in the queue. Rest assured I'll do my best to assist you. Before we start, please give me your phone number. So I give him that. Let's see here. Okay.
Money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Before we get into anything else, before we can respond to that super chat, he is telling his own audience in live fucking time, please give me a fucking phone number. Now, what if Phil's... Everyone hears that live, alright? We're behind Phil by about fucking 16 minutes or so. What's going to stop random detractors from fucking calling up pretending to be fucking Sony representative? He had to give the fucking phone number to the Sony person in chat. Okay? So what's stopping just some random detractor pretending to be fucking Sony and pretending to fucking help Phil with his fucking issues? I'm just saying, it's fucking ridiculous. Why would you tell your audience you just fucking gave some chat helper your fucking phone number when your phone number's fucking public? Anyway, thank you very much, Brotherhood of Steel Man, for saying, I love how Phil complains about getting refunds when he doesn't offer refunds for his channel. Exactly, his PayPal especially. It's almost like he doesn't get the concept. Phil must receive money, but he'll never give money. It's a give and take relationship. The fans give, and Phil takes. That's how it works. That's how it's always fucking worked for DSP. But it's fucking ridiculous. Let's see how this fucking ridiculous interaction is going to go with Phil and another human being on the fucking chat bot thing.
Assist you. Before we start, please give me your phone number. So I give him that. Let's see here. Okay. Let's see what happens.
Great content, Phil.
It's loading whatever this person is saying. All right. So in the meantime, yeah, no DLC for Tears of the Kingdom. I'm being told there was a season pass for Breath of the Wild. Yeah, but there was no story-based content, right? I don't know what the season pass would have been for Breath of the Wild, but the game was the game. It didn't add new story elements or anything, did it, right? Okay, so here we go. Yes, hello and thank you. So I pre-ordered Mortal Kombat 1 on the PS5. However, I pre-ordered the standard edition, not knowing at the time that you could play the game 5 days earlier if you purchased the more expensive edition. I do not see any option to upgrade the pre-order from the standard to the more expensive edition. Therefore, I would like a refund for the standard edition of Mortal Kombat 1, and I will use those funds to then purchase the more expensive edition so that I can play the game 5 days earlier. There we go.
You realize this is 1.5 speed. That was 1.5 speed, remember, everyone. Even then, it sounded slow as fuck. Steve's kind of confused. There's no way he types that fast. You're right. We are in fucking 1.5 at time go mode.
That's it. So I pre-ordered Mortal Kombat 1 on the PS5. However, I pre-ordered the standard edition, not knowing at the time you can play the game 5 days earlier if you purchase the more expensive edition. I do not see any option to upgrade the pre-order from the standard to the more expensive.
Oh my god. Watch it. No, okay, we're not going to watch what he said there at normal speed, but he's going to respond again to the person, okay? We'll watch his response in normal speed, okay? For what he just said there, okay? But I'm not going back.
Expensive edition. Therefore, I would like a refund for the standard edition of Mortal Kombat 1. I will use those funds to then pre-purchase the more expensive edition so I can play the game 5 days earlier. There you go. By the way, I guess we should... Let's get out of the news desk. The newsroom is abuzz with, like, what are you doing? This is not news. Okay, so let's see what the Sony representative has to say to this. By the way, for the record, that was a 45-minute wait. So thank God that we were actually doing something here. We were doing the podcast. A 45-minute wait in chat to talk to an agent. Can you imagine what the wait probably would have been on a phone? And, like, where would I have had time to do that? And I'm streaming all day, you know? So I'm glad that they have the chat option. What I
How about tomorrow, Phil? Your day off, for fuck's sake.
And funny is that yesterday, they said no one was available whatsoever, but today they put me into a queue. Okay. This person says they just want to confirm I'm the first person to talk to them about it. Yes, I am. So I'm just going to go back and forth, a little small talk, I'm sure. And it looks like they're being nice, but they might actually refund it. So we'll see.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Phil won't dance because he's a lazy bastard. Thank you very much for Super Chat Black Mage, who says, oh my god, he's text to speech and I'm gonna rope. Jesus Christ, yeah. That's exactly what he's fucking doing. He has to fucking sound out all the words as he's fucking typing, or he's not gonna fucking know what he's fucking typing. Can you imagine sharing a classroom with Phil Burnell and hearing him fucking mutter behind you what he's fucking writing down as you're trying to fucking focus on some test or something? You know, that would be the most distracting fucking shit in the world, man. No wonder he got fucking bullied in school.
So I'm just going to go back and forth, a little small talk, I'm sure. And it looks like they're being nice, but they might actually refund it. So we'll see. So let's see that. Okay. So it looks like they're going to work with me, which would be very nice. Now, keep in mind, if I get this other version, we have to play it as soon as I can. Since my day off is Thursday, it looks like I will start playing it next Friday. And like I said, likely what we'll do is it'll be daytime streams till we beat the story. So probably Friday, Saturday, Monday, because I've heard the stories are around 8 hours long. So probably 3 streams. So it'll be Friday, Saturday, Monday, and then Sunday would be the react show, and then the night streams would vary between other things. Whether it's we do Street Fighter 6, or maybe we forego Street Fighter 6 for a few streams. We do Starfield and other things on the late streams. Right. Now the representative is asking me how my day is going. I told you, they always do this. They're going to give me small talk. They're trying to be nice. There you go. Okay. All right, so are we good? I think we're good. Cool. So as I continue this discussion, we should continue on with the news. So I should go back to the news desk. Ready? We're back to the news desk for more gaming news. All right. The next piece of news, of all things, is regarding the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Very pertinent news, as you know. The Ninja Turtles, the hottest new thing, right? There was a new Ninja Turtles movie this summer. Did you know that? It was called Mutant Mayhem. It was a fully animated movie. It actually had an all-star cast of voice actors. The only problem was, because the strike was going on among actors and writers, they weren't really allowed to promote the movie very well. Like, none of the actors involved were able to promote the movie or go on talk shows or anything to talk about it. So because of that, the movie actually didn't do that well. The movie, everyone who saw it supposedly said it was good, but the movie did not do as well as they had hoped. They thought it was going to do way better, and it kind of just did meh, and now people are kind of upset about that. Anyway, they are making a video game based on it. Okay? It says it's going to be based after the events of that movie, and it's going to be made by a company called Outright Games, and it's coming out next year, supposedly. Outright Games. Anyway, does that ring a bell for anyone? It doesn't ring a bell for me. All I can say is, let's hope that it's better than the last Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game from like 2016. Remember when I had KO Gaming, right? It was pretty bad. Okay, let's see. It says, awesome, I have great news for you. I will process your refund back, to your payment method. You'll receive confirmation email. It may take 1 to 2 billing cycles to post to the statement of your payment method. And they give me a
Please get the refund. 40% of you guys were right. DSP is going to get the refund. 60% of you are saying no, but looks like he's going to get his fucking money back after all, so he can spend more money on the early edition version.
Reference number. Okay, so I will receive an email to confirm when...
Hold on. I told you I would fucking play this at normal speed, okay? So, here is Phil speaking as he types in normal speed.
And they give me a reference number. Okay, so I will receive an email to confirm when this refund has been processed, and therefore...
DSP.exe has broken down.
Because here's the thing, I'm curious how long it's going to take. If the refund is fast, that's great. I can get the pre-order for the better edition right away. I mean, technically we have over a week. So if it comes within the next week, I'm happy. Okay, we'll see what happens, I guess. So they did refund me. According to this, they're granting me the refund for my Mortal Kombat 1 pre-order. That is correct. Okay. No, that sounds great. Thank you very much. So they're submitting the refund right now. I'm going to get refunded. And it looks like we will get the earlier version of Mortal Kombat 1. We'll be playing the story starting on Friday the 15th.
Who fucking cares? For fuck's sake, let's get back to 1.5 speed and get through this fucking nonsense.
Cool. Sounds good to me. The only exception, I guess, would be if it's available even earlier than that. Sometimes the game's available like a day earlier. Like with Starfield it was, and I didn't even know that, but I was off that day anyway. But if it comes out, let's say, for example, they say, oh, it's available the 14th.
Hold on a second. Prophet appears to be calling in. Hold on. give me a second here. Let me prepare myself for Prophet being a very angry boy. I'm braced for it. I might make it easier for him. Hold on. I'll just go in here. Hold on. Let me just do it here instead. How's that? So if I go in here, and then I share the screen, there we go. So there we go. So Prophet, for fuck's sake, just go in my Discord. Prophet, just go hop in my Discord. It's probably easier. And okay, and I don't need to. There we go. Cool. So yeah, Prophet, just join the fucking. Yeah, Prophet, you know where to find me. I'm on. Yeah, just hop in the call, pal. There we go. So any second now. There we go. we hear a very angry Canadian about to fucking pop off. Right, so let's get off your chest, pal.
Hello?
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Cool stuff. Okay, so let's try.
Don't worry, I'm not angry. I'm just confused. Okay, like let me get this straight. He doesn't like Mortal Kombat 1. He's made up a lie about the netcode, even though it's the same netcode as Mortal Kombat 11, like which works fine. And there's tons of people playing on PC, so I don't know what the problem is there. But he's against people who get the game early. But he's going to spend an extra, was it like, I think it's like 40, 50 bucks to get the game early so he can get the day one views and just play the story mode.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Speaking,
So, like,
yeah. Speaking of confused, by the way, his most recent super chat from Dragon Lord Goosey Dusax says, "I don't have much left, but I will give what I can." Phil hearted that comment. Phil loved that comment. Apparently, there's a wee heart next to
send the
it.
money back.
I don't have
Phil,
much left, but I
return
will
the
give
money.
what I can. Oh my god! If someone said that to me, I'd be fucking desperate to fucking give them it back. You know, what I mean, I've always been fucking like, especially with people like, like anytime I get like a big contribution, I'm always like, make sure you've got enough for yourself. You know what I mean? It's just ridiculous. But Phil actually fucking liked it and hearted a comment. Fuck me, man.
Well, it's Phil. Remember, he took money from a homeless guy living out of his
the
car.
fuck?
So,
You seen this?
right?
Hi guy, Duanis, have some of my Jew money. That got deleted. There's a leading ban right there.
Yeah, that was gone fast.
But Phil loved this one though.
He's randomly.
I don't have much left, but I will give what I can. He loved that one. He's like, that's the kind of fucking fan I want. Hearted by DSP Gaming.
He is randomly banning people from his internet or from his chat because all my socks are still in there. And I trolled him yesterday, and my sock is still in there.
Okay, you say you're
So
untouchable, you know. So just you're hard to get rid of.
He's just randomly banning people.
You're like a
But,
Renton-based
this whole
ant.
entire Mortal Kombat 1 thing, like this, you have Maximilian. Maximilian played the open beta, never had an issue.
Well, yeah, but look at
Right?
But
No.
so for Phil anyway, Phil's saying he had issues. Fair, that's his individual experience. He's trying to make it sound like it's a fucking overall experience, but
No, he had pings like that were in like 10 or whatever, but he just got his ass kicked. That's all. It's just like him playing in Master in Street Fighter 6. He's just gonna get bodied. Right? That's why he doesn't want to play it. Like when I talked to him yesterday about Master, he agreed that Master doesn't mean anything. If it doesn't mean anything, then why not play in Master?
exactly. You know, it's
So
just
you're just gonna rank up characters in Master and go, hey, I'm the best. Look at all my characters in Master. It's like doesn't mean anything. Where are you in the Master tier? Oh, you're at the bottom.
I just
All
love
people are in Legend now?
Phil's wording of it was fucking fantastic to me. I have now mastered those two characters. No, you fucking haven't.
No, you haven't.
But he claims he has.
They're not Legend.
Because he reached a master level. He says, I've now mastered
'cause
those
he
two
thinks-
characters. Fuck off.
Like people are pissed over the Street Fighter 6 rank up. That it means like getting to Master means absolutely nothing. Anybody can do it based on playtime. It doesn't take skill to reach Master.
Yeah.
You can get it with 20%, 25% win rate. You can get Master rank.
So what I don't understand...
Like that was
yeah, exactly. So
Kenny
yeah,
Omega did it, right?
Yeah, but I'm confused. Why isn't Phil... So Phil's apparently going to go back to it at some point. He's going to go back to fucking Honda, and especially Blanca, and he says he's going to fucking try it at some fucking point. Why is he going to wait, like, perhaps months in between before going back to it, where he's going to be fucking rusty with these two characters again?
So what will happen is in a couple months' time, when he does return to Master and he starts trying to compete in Master, there will be scrubs in Master that he can beat. Because the Master pool is going to increase, right? And you're going to have those 20%, 25% win rate players are going to be in Master. So then Phil can compete. If Phil competes now, like what? I think he beat one Master out of like maybe like 100 matches. That was it. That was at Dulcim on was it Monday night? That Dulcim player that he played, and that was the only Master he's ever beat. And that guy was a scrubby Dulcim, so that guy's probably a low tier Master.
Yeah, Phil's quite proud
So
of that
it's
one.
like-
Phil's very proud of that one. I think he's mentioned that a few times since then already. So yeah.
So yeah, like Phil is waiting and biding his time for the Master pool to increase, because you could have possibly 75% of the community, 80% of the community in Master within, say, 4 to 5 months. So if he waits another month to 2 months, that Master pool is going to be massive. And then you're going to have like you're going to have his contemporaries like Jaha, like Viscount, Justin Wong. They're going to be competing for Legend.
You're going to roll your eyes at me here, right? But can you ask me? So, as you know, I like Rocket League, okay? But hear me out. They have a thing in place there. It's like they have seasons, okay? And at the end of every season, they reset everybody's ranks to fucking test where you are. You know what I mean? So you got to fucking re-earn that rank after every season. Will Street Fighter potentially implement that to try and encourage more people to kind of make sure they're fucking trying to improve the game and keep coming back to try and earn back the rank? Or Do you think they're just going to basically keep it as is and it won't ever reset?
Right now, they've stated a no, but season 1 hasn't ended. Season 1's not going to end until Akuma comes out, and I think that is like next year sometime.
Right,
I think it's like September or October next year is when Akuma's being released, because we're only getting the second DLC character, and there's what, 4 or 5? So it depends on how fast the DLC characters come out. Like, we're not even in season 1 yet.
True,
right?
yeah, true.
Season 1 hasn't started. Season 1 starts at the end when Akuma gets released. So they've stated that right now they are not going to reset the ranks, but they could when it comes to the next season. And then you'll have to compete again in ranks. Will Phil do that? Highly doubt it.
I mean, it's, yeah.
He'll play casual, like Friday Night Fights. He'll go back to casual Friday Night Fight plays without rank ups. That's what he'll do.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
That's what he's going to do. And he may bring back his community night.
Oh, fuck
where
me,
he can
man.
just dump on scrubs and shit like that.
Jade finally make his match.
Like, will he play with every DLC character? Probably.
He says
he's
he
probably
would, yeah.
not going to rank them up.
Yeah, he says he's going to play with him at least just to fucking show him off, yeah.
Yeah, like, he's not going to rank him up. Like, he's going to do Jamie tonight. And again, like, I offered him $500 to play Ken.
Yeah, he ignored you, yeah.
And rank him up to that, and he ignored it, right? So, like, if Ken is so overpowered, then play Ken, Phil.
Phil's
prove that
biggest
he is so
problem-
overpowered,
yeah,
but he won't because he
can't back up. That's the thing. He thinks no, Capes. I think we can both agree. Phil is not a bad Street Fighter player. He's competent.
No.
He knows
He's
some
competent.
things.
He knows the fundamentals.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So most reasonable people, I think, would fucking say that. You know, most reasonable detractors as well would say, yes, Phil, you're somewhat competent playing the game. But the big problem is that he is fucking getting carried away. Call it delusions of grandeur if you want or whatever, you know. But he thinks he is far better than he actually fucking is because he managed to fucking reach master. And in his head, that's like the fucking pinnacle of like fucking making it. Even though he knows now, it's not. Yeah, even though he knows now, you fucking hear his stories like fucking 20%. LTG got fucking master with 2 fucking fighters. The person he was trying to bait and the person he was making fun of.
Faster than Phil did.
Exactly.
LTG did it before Phil. Phil did 2 Blankas and then he Honda. Right? He did Blanca on Xbox, he did Blanca on PS5, but LTG had 2 before that. The LTG's had 2 in Master now for about a month-ish, like 3 weeks. So LTG did it faster than Phil.
I don't know why he's obsessed with fucking Mortal Kombat. Ever going back to fucking Mortal Kombat,
because it's not Street Fighter. It's not Street Fighter. Right?
Jesus, man.
Like, for me, Mortal Kombat is what Street Fighter is to Phil. I grew up with Street Fighter, but as soon as I first saw Mortal Kombat 1 at the Dollar Theater, I was hooked. Like, I played that game religiously for years. I didn't compete in anything like EVO or anything like that. We had our tournaments around Edmonton, and I played at those all the time.
Yeah.
And people knew me at the arcade, were close to where I live, which is now gone, of course. And, like, I love Mortal Kombat. I've got a pre-order, right? I don't have the Big Dick edition because I don't, like, you get 1,270 combat coins and the first round of DLC.
And you get it early as well.
Yeah, and you get it a week and you get it 4 days early.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 days early. Big deal, right? Like, I really don't give a shit. I'm going to play online. I'm going to play story mode. I'm going to do everything in the game. And I'm going to enjoy it.
Well, is that
right?
You're a fan of
Now,
the series,
Phil's
so, you know.
like Phil, like the idiot that he is, runs his stream way above his upload rate. Then he complains about his lag and blames everybody else. Like, we had that the first night he went in the rank. And he played some FGC player, and the guy went on Reddit and said he's like, "God, that guy's connection sucks."
Jesus, he ran away from an FGC player.
And it's just like, Phil, like, he had that opportunity here recently to upgrade his internet. Did he do it? No.
I like Eddie's summary there of what his games are to Phil. Imagine being Phil. Mortal Kombat is a skill in his bitch game. Injustice is his spamming Deathstrokes, Doritos, and Fanta game.
My theory on why he doesn't like Mortal Kombat 1 is the combo system is way too difficult for him to do.
Well, I imagine imagine it's very different. I imagine it's a very different fucking experience than playing Street Fighter, so it's not the same game, which is a fucking different set of characters. There's a complete different way, like a bunch of things to learn in Mortal Kombat.
Well, it kind of goes back,
yeah.
Like, it goes back to that Marvel versus Capcom, right? Because you have the assist method, you could do like 100% juggles. I think there was one Greasing the Scorpion 100% juggle that got done. If Phil gets caught by that while playing, he will rage and lose his fucking mind.
I mean, yeah, that's just par for the fucking course, so that's a normal DSP stream you're talking about. If I can rage last night playing Starfield, for fuck's sake.
Okay, but I gotta run. I'll talk to you later.
No worries, man. Cheers for being on. Catch you later.
Yeah.
And there we go. The bald Canadian mad lad is fucking going fantastic. I wondered if Prophet was bald when he was a child. I cannot imagine a Prophet with hair in the arcades, you know? I just can't imagine it. You're still there, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, I had a feeling. Yeah. But yeah, I can't imagine with hair. I'm just imagining you being bald and just beating up everyone in the arcades.
I've been bald since I was like 14.
There we go. I knew it. Confirmed. Confirmed. Thank you very much, man. But I'll catch you later, pal.
Alright, I'm out.
Oh, goodness me.
I
Anyways,
can get out of here.
you want to kick your ass at the call? Would that help, pal?
It won't allow me to leave. I'm getting and calling him, won't then.
How do I, oh, he removed himself for his fucking date. Damn, I was about to fucking kick his ass at the call. Damn. Anyway, cheers for Prophet for being on and having a wee kind of wee rant and a wee fucking discussion about the fighting games and shit. So let's just crack on with bingo again and see what Phil's got to say. But I'm going to speed up to 1.75 because, as you know, I'm in a rush. So let's just go.
But technically it's available 5 p.m. on the 13th. So maybe we'll do it as the late night stream on the 13th, that Wednesday. But let's see, because I don't think they've announced that yet. All right, so they're doing it right now. So anyway, yeah, new Ninja Turtles game based on the movie Mutant Mayhem coming out next year, supposedly. Okay? All right, that's it. They're closing the chat. They helped me out. They said they processed the refund. I should get a notice within a few days of an email when it's processed. And once the refund's processed, we're good to go. And then I'm going to get the better version of Mortal Kombat. There you go. Well, it took 45 minutes of waiting in the chat, but Sony gave me what I wanted.
Are you going to apologise to Sony for being so toxic towards them yesterday? You fucking told them to go fuck themselves and everything else? You were extremely hostile towards them. Are you going to apologise for your fucking hostility towards them?
And look at that. The bot didn't lie to me and say no one was available. The chat didn't lie and say no bots were available. What a different experience from yesterday. Why? I have no idea. We literally did it at exactly the same time as I did it yesterday, and today it went through easily, and yesterday it was like pulling teeth, right? You tell me why I had such a different experience within 1 day's time. It's Wednesday. Yesterday was Tuesday. It's not like this is, it doesn't even make sense.
I've got to fucking check this out. I'm sorry, guys. I don't want to fucking pause, but even though I don't have any fucking bingos to coming up for like a whole week, but any chance I get to see a potential thumbnail.
Tell me why I had such a different experience within 1 day's time. It's Wednesday. Yesterday was Tuesday. It's not like this is, it doesn't even make sense. Available.
Hold on.
The chat didn't lie and say no bots were available. What a different experience from yesterday.
Wait for it.
I have no idea. We literally did it at exactly the same time as I did it yesterday, and today it went through easily, and yesterday it was like pulling teeth, right?
There we go. Hold on. I love how he's fucking making the expression. But then he's like, wait a second. I better see how I look. Glances over to the monitor. What the fuck? Da. Fucking hell, man. Anyway. Jesus, hold on. Let's see how this is going to turn out. All blurry hands and everything else. It might not turn out great. But we can try. I don't think it's going to work out too well at all. Phil's like spreading himself too far across everything to... Nah, this is not going to... That's not bad. Did not expect it to work that as well as it did. So there we go, that's not bad at all. There we go, that's quite reasonable, quite acceptable, I think. But let's crack on with bingo some more.
You tell me why I had such a different experience within 1 day's time. It's Wednesday. Yesterday was Tuesday. It's not like this is, it doesn't even make sense. So there you go. All right, good stuff, guys. Sony came through. No, they didn't see the podcast. They don't know anything about me being an internet content creator. Okay. They're claiming that a feedback button will be there to click and give them feedback. Oh, there it is. Give feedback. So I suppose I should give the agent good feedback, right? I'll do it nicely here. I'll actually give them a good rating. Next.
Is he going to fucking read this out word by word as well? Hold on. I need to slow down. We need normal speed for this.
Did the person you interact with resolve your issue? Yes. Was this the first time you contacted PlayStation about the issue? I guess the answer is yes.
I mean, it is yes. It's the first time you've actually fucking talked to somebody at their end about the issue. You tried yesterday, you couldn't get fucking through, so you didn't actually talk to anyone yesterday. Today was the first time you talked to someone about the issue, so yes.
Because it's the first time I talked with someone. The bot, technically yesterday, I tried to get help and they wouldn't give it to me. But that's not, I think what they're asking is the first time you actually talked to PlayStation about the issue, and the answer is yes. Tell us if you agree with this statement. PlayStation helped me resolve my issue easily. Again.
I thought he was going to fucking typing out fucking, thank you for helping me, kind person. It's a fucking questionnaire. I'm speeding back up.
And once I talked to someone, yes. Because remember, this is not a rating of the chatbot, this is a rating of customer support. That's what some people don't understand. When you get these surveys, you're rating the customer support. You're not rating the whole automated system. If you give it a low rating, you're hurting the person you've talked to. You don't want to hurt them. You want to give them good ratings if they helped you. So I'm going to say 10. This person helped me right away. No problem. I'm extremely satisfied. And how likely am I to recommend PlayStation products? Probably a 9. Do I have any additional feedback? Sure. The automated bot system is atrociously bad. Once you speak to a human, they are incredibly useful. Just skip the bots, thanks. There you go. Finish. Yay! All right. Very nice. So we're done. It took 2 streams, but we got that done, and I just wait for my refund to come through, and we should be good to go. All right. It's hilarious because you guys use the Karen meme. You do realize that if you don't give actual constructive criticism, companies can't improve. You realize that, right? There's a difference between I'm complaining for complaining's sake or I'm complaining to make them improve. The bot system...
He's actually responded to getting called a Karen. He's like, you guys, I need to be a Karen, though. It's for my fucking work. And yes, Anthony, I read it to half, pal. Anthony's asking, did he say PlayStation? Yeah, he said PlayStation support, which is why I ticked it off. I think Anthony's always like a fucking minute or 2 behind or something, but he must be pausing because I'm hard to understand or something. I don't know. But yeah, we've got support ticked off already.
Was terrible. You saw the situation we had yesterday. 90 minutes I tried to talk to someone and it kept telling me no, we won't let you. Then today I tried. It's a completely different experience. So you need to give constructive feedback. I want constructive feedback on my content too. I don't think that people who are trying to give me feedback are Karens. I want real constructive helpful feedback so I can improve as well. Okay. Anyway, let's continue on because ladies and gentlemen, we have one more piece of news to talk about on today's podcast. Okay. Hold on. All right. It's actually saying that they already have approved the refund and they're going to try to do it. So I guess now what I have to do is wait because I paid for it with PayPal, I believe. So I just need to look for that. Yeah, I have to look for that to come through.
There it is, phone like a hawk, looking for it. Come on, PayPal, where is it?
Cool.
Refresh.
Once that refund comes through, I'll go ahead and I will get the better version of Mortal Kombat 1 and we'll get that started on the 15th. You heard it here first. Okay, the final news story today, guys. I gotta give you guys a big heads up. This one will actually directly affect all of us here. Are you ready for this? This is a very important news story, all right? So I received a message this morning from YouTube, okay? This message is in regards, supposedly, to the future of advertisements on YouTube, all right? So basically, here's the deal. YouTube always has given you full freedom to control all of the advertisements that run on all of your content. And what I mean by that is you can choose, it's usually after the fact, by the way, and I should clarify there. If you upload a video to YouTube, you can monetize it. Then once that video has been fully processed, all right, you can then actually specifically choose where and how many specific advertisements you'd like to place on a particular video. Usually, people just let it be automated. I do. I upload so much content. There's no way with, all the content I'm uploading that I could just sit here and hand curate each advertisement and place it perfectly on the video. I allow YouTube to determine where they want to put the advertisements on my content. So usually that's a pre-roll, meaning before the video starts there's an ad. Then usually there's a couple mid-rolls, meaning somewhere during the video by predetermined, formula or algorithm that runs, it tries to figure out the best places to place advertisements. And then after the video ends, there's usually a post-roll. All right, that's usually how it works. Now on my streams it's a little different. On my streams, I actually don't control what ads you see, except for when I want to do an actual scheduled ad break. Okay, so for example, when this stream started today, I have no idea if any of you saw an ad. I should ask the question right now. For everyone here, we have over 400 viewers, by the way. Wow, thanks for the viewership today. How many of you saw an advertisement when you turned on the stream today? Did any of you see an advertisement at all? Because I actually don't know how it works. Yes, you did? Yes, you did. You did see one when it started. I didn't. I did. So some people did and some people didn't. Don't know what the criteria or basis for that is, but some did and some didn't, okay? Double M said, I saw 2 identical Walmart ads play back to back. That's just very effective advertising, isn't it? Okay, so then, you should technically not see any advertisements on my stream unless I choose to run an ad break. The way it works is there's actually a button on the screen that says insert ad. And when I click it, essentially it'll play like a minute ad on which if you watch, I make some money. Of course, YouTube makes money on that too. So I should technically be able to control all advertisements during the stream. Once the stream goes offline, usually I do an outro ad break where I'll run a manual ad break as the stream goes offline, and that's it. Now, earlier this year, YouTube tried to sneak something in. They have a new thing that they call automatic ad breaks, okay? Now, the way that this works, it's right here. Automatically place mid-roll ads during your stream. By default, mid-rolls are placed to balance viewer experience and creator revenue. Ads are not guaranteed, and not all viewers will get an ad. Viewers served ads will rejoin the stream automatically after the ads are skipped or ended. Okay? So this is an option that YouTube added out of the blue, didn't talk about it, and it appeared out of nowhere in the middle of the year, and I disabled it because the first day it went, people were saying, Phil, did you know the ads are just playing randomly in the middle of your gameplay? And I was like, no, what are you talking about? So I looked into it, and I found this new option that was on by default, and I was like, why is that on? I didn't turn that on. I want to control ad breaks on my streams, okay? So I disabled it, and now you guys, again, you'll basically just get an ad at the beginning of the stream, at the end of the stream, and if I choose to do an ad break, okay? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hate to tell you, it looks like that might be changing. You ready? I'm reading this word for word, that coming in November, changes are coming to live streams. And one of the major changes that I have noticed, all right, is this. New mid-roll ad breaks for live streams. To help creators earn while live streaming, creators can opt to have YouTube optimize or self-select mid-roll ads to appear at set intervals during a live stream. Before an ad appears in the live control room, creators will see a 60-second countdown with an option to skip that ad. Soon we're introducing a new delay ads button to delay mid-rolls and live display ads from appearing for 10 minutes. If an ad is skipped or delayed, the insert ads button can be used to manually insert a mid-roll at any time. So from what I'm...
This sounds like DSP has to fucking pay attention some more and do some more work himself on when he wants to fucking decide when to drop these fucking ads. So that no wonder Phil's freaking the fuck out. Because it requires extra effort on his behalf. And we can't have that now, can we? Heaven forbid.
Surmising from that, it sounds like they're trying to force advertisements on stream, that they don't feel like they're making enough revenue on live streams, and they want more ads on them. So if they're forcing it, all I can do is click delay, delay, delay. If I notice that it's saying, oh, an ad's gonna play, I can try to actively delay it, but I guarantee—
Oh my god, imagine how annoying that would be, Phil, if, you know, you fucking use sort of, you know, you go to a stream every day, and all you're fucking seeing and hearing from that stream is, here's how you can fucking help support me financially. Yeah, how dare you to try and fucking shill ads on their fucking platform when you're busy trying to fucking beg for money from the fucking dents? That's just... Phil, why don't you fucking take my approach? Don't bother monetizing any of fucking shite videos. Leave it all unmonetized, and the fans want to give you money, they'll give you fucking money. Stop monetizing your content, it's garbage.
what's going to end up happening is I'm not going to notice it all the time. I'll be playing a game or I'll be in the middle of the podcast talking with you guys, and one's going to sneak in. And it doesn't seem like there's much I can really do about that. I can do my best to try to put it under control. If there is still the option to enable or disable, I'll try to disable. As I tell you guys, I don't like monetizing you. I like that if someone wants—
Fuck off! You can fuck off right now, that fucking horse shit. I don't fucking like monetizing you. Where's the fucking... Where is it? There you fucking are. Get the fuck out here, Craig. I fucking... Adam Krigler. You fucking turn up and listen to this bullshit as well. You fucking just sit there and listen to this nonsense that Phil's spouting.
Control. If there is still the option to enable or disable, I'll try to disable. As I tell you guys, I don't like monetizing you. I like that if someone wants to actively support my content, they will, whether it's through a super chat, a super sticker, a membership, a gifted membership, or a tip. I feel like if I'm putting out meaningful content for you, you will support that content, correct? So you choose to support, not you're forced to support.
They also choose not to fucking support, and you freak the fuck out, and you fucking bring it up to them, and you let them know that games maybe fucking wage quit, because you're not getting support for the games you fucking want. Yes, it is optional for the fucking audience to support you, but you fucking guilt trip them to the fucking hilt because you don't get enough money from them that you want.
Right? And particularly, as I said, when we're here on a live stream, and during said live stream, I'm doing something meaningful. We're in the middle of a big discussion. There's a big boss fight or something going on in a video game. Do you want to be interrupted with an ad? And by the way, when the ad goes away, you've missed what happened during the ad. It's not like the stream's on pause and then it resumes. No, you missed what actively happened during the ad.
And because it's YouTube, you can fucking rewind it though. YouTube allows you to fucking rewind that and you can fucking catch up. It's a great fucking feature. Hell, I'm using that fucking feature right now. I can pause your ass at any fucking time during the fucking stream, and I can fucking speed up to you if I fucking want to.
So you missed whatever happened live when YouTube decided to display the ads. That's kind of shitty, isn't it? Now, apparently there's other things too. They're talking about optimization of mid-roll ad breaks on long-form videos, right? Basically, here's the deal. I am not going to go out of my way, all right, to mess with advertisements on videos. I'm just going to let YouTube do what they've always done. They're going to essentially keep putting automatic ads on my videos. I'm not going to change that. Just let them place them where they want. So when you're watching my on-demand videos after the fact, a lot of people say there's a lot of ads on them. I don't put those there. YouTube does, okay? I don't have the time to go back every day and micromanage every video and move ads around, delete ads, and place ads. I just let YouTube do it with the algorithm, okay? So my apologies if this now sounds like there's going to be even more ads on videos. I can't help that. That's what YouTube wants. And by the way, if you fight against that, YouTube might actually be upset with that. You know, what if YouTube says, well, we determined that your channel isn't, generating any revenue for us, and now we decide, you're not in AdSense anymore. They could do that. You realize that, right? Like, they have the right to do that. So I kind of have to go along with whatever they want. The truth is, none of us know actively how this will affect stuff. This could affect nothing. And maybe everything will just be as it is today, or it could be during live streams, all of a sudden ads will start playing and I really don't have any control over it to stop it, or, or maybe I will be able to stop it if I notice it ahead of time, and sometimes I won't be able to notice it. We won't know till these changes go into effect in November. The funny part is it's happening right in the middle of the busy gaming season, right? So I think they're kind of doing this on purpose, right? I totally feel like they're doing it, because they want to make more money, and they feel like they're not making enough profitability on the streams, particularly probably. And they know that, November, December is typically the giant months for YouTube. Everyone's watching stuff on YouTube for the holidays and gaming and stuff. That's why they're doing it, right? So, there you have it. There's not much I can do about it. Sorry. Again, if I have control over it, if I notice, I can opt out. If it says pop-ups, hey, disable the ad, I swear to God, I'll try. But I can't make you guys, I don't want, again, just like usual, I don't want to overpromise and underdeliver. I don't want to tell you guys, oh, don't worry, I got a handle on this, I'll take care of it. And the next thing you know, it's out of control, it's out of my hands, right? So, hopefully it's not a huge issue, okay? Truthfully, most of the people who are watching my videos on demand already are my hardcore fan base. I don't get a lot of giant mainstream views on any of my content, being honest. So it's not like it's a big deal where people who just happen upon DSP Gaming will start watching the video, see too many ads, and quit. I don't think that's going to happen. I think everyone who's here has already been here for the long haul and likes the content and accepts the ads. The streams are another thing entirely. Because as you know, I love to control what I play on my streams, and I can't overall control it if they're going to be doing stuff like this, right? So I guess we'll see. I'll let you guys know, right? As soon as I know, you'll know what's happening with all of this, and we'll go from there. But for now, hopefully, fingers crossed, it won't be a giant change. This is weird. They sent me this giant thing about it this morning, all this information. Even when I logged into my YouTube page, there was a big pop-up about it, and I'm like, well, obviously, this is a big thing. They consider it a big change coming up. They want everyone to know about this. So, yeah, hopefully it won't be a big deal, and it won't affect anything, and it won't be a ginormous problem, okay? All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's the gaming news segment. So look at that. Not only do we have 4 gaming news stories, but also we got the pre-order refunded. Well, it's in process of being refunded. I didn't get the money back yet, but it says they did process the refund, and now we can get the better version of Mortal Kombat. I would say that is a very productive podcast today. No matter what else happens on this show, that was a very productive podcast, and I'm very proud of all of you. Thank you so much. There you go. All right. So now here's the deal. Normally, I would say this is the portion of the stream where I do shout-outs. We're going to do shout-outs for contributions. We're going to see what's on your guys' mind today. I'm going to be very grateful, get you guys up on the leaderboard, and we'll go from there. However, I received 0 contributions.
Get fucked, Fiddle.
Okay, it's not that big of a deal. The day is young. I'm just kind of emphasizing to be silly. But yeah, nothing has come. No super chats, no memberships, no gifted memberships, no tips. Keep in mind, I didn't do my plug segment. Should I do my usual plug segment? Sure, let's do the shilling segment, get out of the way. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm an independent content creator. I don't have any partnerships, sponsorships, paid product placements. I don't play games for money and get paid to play them. I'm here to make honest content with all of you. I've avoided all of this stuff over the years while all my contemporaries have jumped on the paid advertisement bandwagon. I don't do that. I do it for a reason, because I want...
Anymore. You don't do that anymore. But Phil, you have fucking definitely shelled products in the fucking past. Stop pretending you've never fucking done it. It's evidence on your own fucking shitey channels that you've fucking done it in the fucking past. Mr. fucking Loot Crate sponsorship, Mr. fucking Beanbag, Mr. Spawn Seats, Mr. OP Seats, Mr. Here's some fucking healthy gamer snacks. You have shelled a whole bunch of fucking shit over the fucking years. You even shelled a fucking game controller. Shout out to fucking, like, was it who the fuck were they called? Flava Games or some pish? Those fucking bastards made my fucking DSP Xbox controller and it glowed red. It automatically had a fucking ring of fucking death on the fucking center circle of the Xbox button. And they replaced the fucking Xbox button with DSP. He has shelled a ton of shit back in the fucking day.
To be truthful and transparent in the content that I put out with you. And that's very different from a lot of everyone else out there who makes a living on YouTube. So, if you enjoy the content, please support it in some way. My philosophy is this: if I'm putting out meaningful, fun, and entertaining content for you, you'll hopefully go above and beyond to support said content to keep it as shill-free as possible. Fair enough? So that being said, here's the ways you can support the stream. Liking the stream for engagement, leaving comments on videos for engagement, liking a video for engagement, okay? A super chat or a super sticker during a live stream, a super thanks on a video you're enjoying after the fact watching on demand, becoming a channel member, which is huge. You get so many cool benefits, including a chat crown badge to show how long you've been a supporter, ignoring all the slow mode rules of the chat and being able to talk as much as you want, access to a ridiculous amount of emotes here on the channel, in addition, priority to many different special events coming up. You know, we're gonna have all these seasonal events like a Halloween marathon, an Adpocalypse Black Friday marathon, a Christmas event, and you will have priority to be a part of those events and nominate things and have a good time with all of us here live. It's gonna be a great thing if you're a member. So, if you're already a member, perhaps you'd like to gift some memberships to the community. There's tons of people here who would absolutely enjoy having a membership, particularly over the course of this next coming month, because that would allow them to have access to all those fun features when I'm playing all the high priority big new releases. So, either consider becoming a member if you're not one, or possibly consider gifting memberships to the community. All right? Thank you in advance to anyone who contributes in any way. Now, also, a tip is a great way to contribute, and here's why. Sending a contribution to my PayPal directly, number one, I get it immediately. It can be used for a bill. It can be used for food. It can be used to buy the upgrade of Mortal Kombat. It could be used for anything. And that's the cool thing, to have that freedom with those funds. Other contribution methods have like a delay before I see anything. Tips I get right away. Number two, I actually get a bigger portion of tips than I do of other contribution methods. Particularly, it's not a huge deal. I say, hey, contribute however you'd like. I appreciate all of that. But since tips are immediate help, I do have reward tiers for tips. Like Gunner Glasses at $50. You choose a silly half to be aware if you raise $100 during any particular stream, and a vest if you raise $150. So please consider contributing in one of those ways during the course of today's stream. Thank you in advance. You know, it would be great to maybe hit it on a couple different fronts, some super chats, some memberships, some tips is always a good mix, right? Thanks to anyone who contributes in any way. I really appreciate it. Thanks in advance. All right. Now, in the meantime, I did receive a couple of super chats from Dragon Lord Busidasax. First one says, here you go, Phil. And the second one says, I don't have much left, but I'll give it what I can. Again, it's not about one person going crazy. It's never been about.
Here you go. He's actually responded to the person. That was his first super chat of the fucking day. That one we had earlier on. Where the guy says, I don't have much, but I'll give what I fucking can. I'm going to slow this down because I want to fucking see Phil try and backstep his way out of this shit. He was fucking desperate for fucking their money 5 seconds ago. And then when somebody fucking gets guilt tripped. Some poor little fucking peasant that doesn't have fucking much money on him, but Phil's asking for it, Phil's demanding it, Phil's pleading for it, Phil's got his hands together saying, please, please, I need your money more than you need your money. And then so someone gives him fucking money and says, here you go, Phil, it's no much, but it's all I fucking got.
A couple of super chats from Dragon Lord Busidasax. First one says, here you go, Phil. And the second one says, I don't have much left, but I'll give it what I can. Again, it's not about one person going crazy. It's never been about that. It's always about the community, right? Everyone coming together.
Fuck off. It's always been fucking one person going crazy. That's how you fucking stayed afloat all this fucking time. No, hold on. It's always been, Phil, for you, about one person going absolutely fucking crazy with some ridiculous whale-like contribution. Let's look at, let's just pick some, okay, let's look at this. Chrono Trigger, $160 stream. Night stream, $100 from one person. Grand Theft Auto 5, $168 overall. $105 from one fucking person. Again, GTA 5, $169, $100 from one fucking person. The Dark Side of Machinima fucking special event, $173, $100 from one person. $190 overall for DSP Reacts, $100 from one person. You get what I'm fucking saying here? Look at special event, Digital Summer fucking Party, that DSP summer event. $558, but $200 in one single contribution from one fucking person. I can go on. $193, $100 tip. $170, $100 tip. It's just, I mean, very rarely do you get streams like this here, where a big top tip of the day was $30, and there's actually fucking, you know, significant fucking support, and there's no big massive whale tip in there. But those are really few and far between. They didn't used to fucking be. I've gone back to fucking June here where fucking times are looking better for him, and he even had a fucking mini streak going here. But again, this is like whale funded streak. You get what I'm fucking saying. You really do. It's just fucking ridiculous. These days though, times are tough for Phil these days. And he very rarely gets to wear a hat, and it's even rarer he gets to wear a fucking vest. The night streams, he's lucky to fucking put on glasses. And it's been several streams since he got to wear a fucking hat. And even then, half of the fucking support from that stream for Starfield was one person with a $50 fucking tip. It's just fucking ridiculous, it really is. It's always been about fucking one person going above and beyond for your sake, Phil, because you beg profusely, because you fucking apparently need it more than they fucking need it. You want just fucking earn your fucking money. If people want to give you the money, Phil, they will give you the money. How about, I mean, can imagine if Phil went one whole week without begging. Mind, I'm going to experience that anyway. I'm going to fucking have a whole week without having to hear Phil beg once. It's going to be fucking great. I need this fucking break from Phil. Because he is just so goddamn toxic and abrasive. He just grinds away your fucking soul, I swear to fuck.
You're like, wow, you know, once in a while I contribute to Phil and keep him going. That's what it's about. That's why I have longevity. 15 years. I'm still here making this kind of content. While a lot of my contemporaries have had to completely change who they are, change their content. People went from being product reviewers to drama queens, right? People went from being, I play games for passion to I literally only play what people pay me to play. I'm not like that. And I'm very happy about that. I'm proud that 15 years on YouTube, I'm still true to who I am, okay? So cheers to that. And thank you to all the people along the way who have supported me and allowed me to do that. Dragon Lord, right now, you are the person today allowing me to do that. So thank you, Dragon Lord G, for the super chats. I really, really appreciate them. All right, well, nothing else is coming. So I guess what we're going to do is we're going to do some open Q&A to see what you guys want to talk about. Tag me in the chat, and we'll have a little bit of a discussion about whatever you guys feel like talking about. Comment Frenzy says, wish chat a happy birthday. I will do that. Thank you. While building outposts or bases in Starfield, maybe eventually, you know, it hasn't actually proposed itself to me. I don't think up to that part of the story yet. It hasn't even explained that it exists or how to do it. So I will probably try it eventually, but right now, I don't see why I would when the game hasn't even explained it yet, and it's not an option. So there you go. Favorite 2D fighting game of all time, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. That's an easy one. Do you wish Street Fighter 6 had a story mode more like Mortal Kombat 1? Yes. I'm sad that Street Fighter doesn't try like that. But they never did, by the way. Street Fighter literally has never had a canon story to follow. Usually you have to get pieces of story from the endings of arcade mode runs. In Street Fighter 5, they did release a story mode many months after the fact of the game already being out. And quite frankly, it wasn't very good. So I think that's why they didn't bother with it in Street Fighter 6. And instead they did this world tour, make an avatar, be silly style mode. I do wish they had a canon story. I really do. But sadly, they just never went that route. I said I don't like 30 frames per second shooting games, but that's what Fallout is. First of all, Fallout was true. It's true. It's 30 frames per second or lower at launch. But over time, if you haven't noticed, as they remake them for modern consoles, they're 60 frames. They're much better games at 60 frames per second. By the way, Fallout is not a first-person shooter. It's not. It's an RPG with first-person shooter elements, but I like using VATS. I think VATS is the highlight of Fallout that makes it special. I think that's when I say the gunplay of Starfield isn't special, because it has nothing special to it. There's no VATS, there's no slow. Even Outer Worlds from a few years ago had a special slowdown mechanic. This game doesn't even have that. It's just shoot things. Okay, I mean, that's one of the basic gameplay elements, I guess, but we'll do it. Shoot things. Okay, got it. Right? So, no VATS, you know. That's what I liked about those previous ones, that they had VATS. It made it special. It made it feel different. Hello, Louis Casino. How are you today? Welcome. Let's see. Oh, really? Dragon Lord says if I get further into the story, I'll start getting more combat variety. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. My first tip of the day has come in, and, so it is Abraham, tip $2, says, do you only do private Patreon reacts once a month? I noticed you did them just recently. Do I have to wait for next month if I would like one done? It all depends. Allow me to extrapolate upon this a little bit. I very rarely address this. I almost never talk about my Patreon. Do you guys even know I have a Patreon? Do you see what I mean? Of all the people out there who say I constantly talk about income, how little do I actually mention these things? Most people don't even know I have a Patreon, okay? So
What? Phil, it's not our fault you can't keep up with the fucking millions of different ways to fucking give you money. Out of fucking desperation, you fucking have all these fucking... No, you need fucking like several sheets of fucking paper to keep track of all the variety of fucking ways to give you money. I said I wasn't going to fucking pause again, fuck off. Phil made me pause. It's not my fault, it's Phil's fault. Fuck. It's just... God fucking damn it.
Make the bad man stop.
first of all, I do have a Patreon. It's patreon.com/darksidephil. But I literally never mention it. It's more of a legacy way to support me from people who used to support me back in the day before I became a full-time streamer. Since I became a full-time streamer, most support comes in during streams, so that's what I focus on. Now, if you're interested, you can go check it out. I'll be honest with you. There's pretty much almost no rewards on there. It's not like it used to be where I tiered rewards that were important. Like I said, almost everything I do is focused on streams. But there is one reward tier that still works. It's the $50 reward tier. Okay? If you pledge $50 to my Patreon, you're entitled to a private video. Now, this video could be whatever you want. If you want to just talk with me for 20 minutes and do a Q&A, maybe do almost like a private Cameo video where I talk about certain topics for you, I'll do that. I actually did that before Cameo existed. I was doing this back in 2015 before anyone knew what Cameo was, and for $50 instead of the hundreds of dollars that a lot of these BC D-list celebrities charge, mine's way cheaper, okay? So for a while I was doing that, and people liked it, but then basically when I became an interactive streamer, a lot of people were like, nah, I'll just ask them a question online, okay? So because of that, a lot of the people's interest in that has waned. But then last year, I started doing React content. And some people suggested, hey, why don't you do private React videos where you'll react to a certain topic or subject or video in particular for, you know, a private video? Would you consider doing that on your Patreon? And I said, sure, why not? So for $50, you basically get about a 20-minute private React video from me. And you can suggest a video or videos for me to watch, and I'll do it. I've been doing this for about a year and a half. I like doing it. At one point, it was very popular, and then it kind of waned. Where I guess some people kind of saw what they wanted to see. They're not too interested. I still get a few a month. I get 2 or 3 a month where people request this, all right? Now, the way I usually do it is people will want it at the beginning of the month. And my Patreon charges at the very beginning of every month. So a lot of people will say, okay, I want one video a month, so they pledge $50 a month to my Patreon, and then it clears on the 1st, and then they send me what they want, and then I make that video within the first few days of the month, and then I'm done till the next month, all right? But if someone was interested in a private React video, say, you know, middle of the month, and they wanted to reach out to me about it, what I would say is email me, darksidephil@hotmail.com. Say, hey, I'm interested in this private React. Here's what I would like. Here's the video or videos that it entails. Please run it by me, especially if it's something that I'm not sure if I would be interested in doing. I don't have to accept every private React request. You understand that? So let's talk about it first, determine if it's something I'm interested in, also figure out when I would have time to do it. Because let's say, for example, it's one video. Well, a 20-minute video I can squeeze in anywhere, all right? I can do it between a stream. But if you want me to do like 2, 3 videos or an hour or more, then I got to find a time to do it that makes sense. And I don't want to, again, overpromise and underdeliver. I don't want people pledging to my Patreon for videos and then not getting them for weeks and weeks, okay? So please email me if you're interested in something like that. So Abraham, if you're thinking about a private React video, something interesting to you, let's talk about it via email. We'll go from there. Fair enough? Excellent. Thank you. Thanks for even inquiring about it. Almost no one ever does. So it's nice to talk about that from time to time. Okay. So let's see here. I received a $3 tip. Excuse me. I'm still trying to get over some of these allergies I've had over the summer. Hopefully they will, go away in the next few weeks as it cools down. Okay. So listen to this one. Someone named Huge Nips Gamer. No one needs to know about that. To me, $3 and says, hey, Phil, I enjoy your content mostly quietly, though I would like to send something your way. Have a great day, Phil. I hope you'll eventually pick Lily tonight. We're doing Luke tonight, and likely we're doing Lily on Friday, okay? But it's Luke tonight. That's the videos that I watched. By the way, there's no way I'm putting your name on my leaderboard, so you are HNG with a $3 tip. Thank you so much. So now we're up to $5 in tips today. Oh, Louis Casino, that you're Chris B. What's going on, Chris B? Good to have you here today. Welcome. Okay. Alrighty, so that's what we got for now. Thank you guys for the early support of the stream before we jump into Starfield here. Parasolo says, do you enjoy listening to jazz? Yes, I do. In fact, some nights my wife and I put on just random music channels on YouTube, and some of the music we listen to is relaxing jazz music. Yes, saxophone and all kinds of stuff. It's good stuff. I think jazz is very good music. There you go. Alright, anyone else have things to talk about? Want to tag me in the chat? If not, we can break early. I gotta use the restroom before we start, but we can break early. Let's see here.
Spoiler alert, there's another 20 minutes to go, because we're behind DSP by 30 minutes.
Oh, this is an interesting and good question. Comet Frenzy says, do you get anything extra for being a patron member? What's the difference between a private React video and an ultra member submission on DSP React? So first of all, what's extra for being a patron member? It depends. Honestly, basically pledging to my Patreon is just a way to support without being interacting on the stream. So maybe you're someone who watches all my content on demand on YouTube and you just want a way to support, rather than just watching the vids. Pledging to my Patreon every month is a way to do that. That's literally it, okay? Now, the difference between a private Patreon React video and the Ultra Member video on DSP Reacts, very different actually. What does he mean? Well, I do a show once a week. It's called DSP versus the Internet. That's on my React channel, DSP Reacts. If you become the Ultra Member over there, that's $20, okay? You're guaranteed to get a video watched once a week on that show. However, number one, the videos are clips, not long-form videos, okay? Remember, on that show, I've got to get through literally 60 plus submissions in 1 week. Ultra members usually have 10 to 15 videos submitted. Although I'm guaranteed to watch the video, I'm not guaranteed to watch the whole thing. A lot of these videos submitted are 20 minutes long, and I watch 3-4 minutes of them, you see? So when you are an Ultra member, you're guaranteed to get part of your video watched.
Shut up for a second. You said you see, which means we can tick this off in the card.
Burger. 5 in a row, that's concerning, but not the whole thing. If it doesn't interest me, I'm not going to keep watching it. If it's too long, I'm not going to keep watching it, right? That's the deal there. It's a clip show, all right? If you do a private React request on my Patreon, first of all, it's $50, but you're guaranteed that I'm watching the whole thing. That's the point. I'm watching the entire video from start to finish. I'm reacting to the entire thing, and that video becomes your legal property. You have purchased that video. When you do an Ultra member submission for the clip show, that's my property. That's my show. All right? So I'm watching your video, but it's still for me. When you do a Patreon private video, that's your video. I send you the link. You do whatever you want. You can download it. You can re-upload it. You can edit it. You do whatever you want. It's your legal property. You want to upload it to your channel, get views, make money, monetize it. That's your prerogative. You can do that. That's the difference. You're purchasing a private React video on my Patreon. You're basically getting me to watch a video for my own show, and it's not guaranteed to be a full-form React for the React clip show every week. That's very different. Okay. No, I've never been to the National Space Museum. Dragon Lord says, you can buy an insane gun on Jemison. You should get it, 119 damage. I don't feel like I should be buying weapons when I'm finding so many good ones. I found one yesterday. I didn't even realize it had a scope. I realized at the end of the stream it has a zooming scope. I was like, I have a weapon with a zooming scope? I didn't even know that. I would have been using it the whole time. So now I know I have it. Thanks for the suggestion. I don't know if I'll buy any guns right now. I have so many. Do I like ballistics or energy weapons better? You know, it seems like the ballistic weapons, at least so far, are doing better for me. I have, like, laser weapons in Starfield, but they're not doing that much against, like, robots. Like, they're barely doing any damage. So, right now, the ballistics seem to be doing better. That doesn't mean that won't change, though. We'll see. What kind of pie is Kat's favorite and mine and for her birthday? We don't know what we're getting yet. Tomorrow, we're actually going to go out and buy some kind of a big pie, like a fruit pie, maybe a pumpkin pie for her, depending on what she wants for her birthday. We got to see what's out there. Personally, my favorite pie is either apple or cherry. I know for a fact she loves pumpkin pie, but she also likes apple. She likes peach. She likes various different things, too. So, I received a tip. I've never tried venison before, Radical Jaws. I would like to try it someday. Big Larry Gaming just sent me $3.01. He said, get that weird name off the screen. Have a great time playing Starfield today. I went to the flea market and picked up a copy of Jet Force Gemini for the N64. Third-person shooter. You are shooting down alien bugs. Pretty fun and kind of gross. Did you ever hear of it? The name I'm familiar with. The game I am not. Like, I never played it, but I've heard that name before. Thank you, Big Larry Gaming. The $3.01 tip. You are now the top tipper of the day. And you get up there on the leaderboard. Thank you so very much. All righty. Cool. I did not get that spacesuit in the lodge because I'm not going to cheat. A lot of people have found a way to cheat to get it, so I'm not going to do that. By the way, I'm pretty sure I'm about to get a really awesome spacesuit from the mission we just completed, so.
So Barrett Wells has just joined the stream and he's asking, what did he miss? Oh boy. How do we fucking say this? Phil managed to get a refund done live for Mortal Kombat 1. Also, he's basically shilling like crazy, while at the same time telling us already he doesn't shill. It's just fucking garbage content, essentially. Plus, my internet fucking died for like fucking 5 minutes or so, you know. So people were just like wondering what the fuck happened there. So yeah, I'm trying my best to get through the bingo as fast as I can because this is my last one for a week, and I need to get up early tomorrow for my holiday. And right now we're behind about 20 minutes or 25 minutes or so. So there we go.
Dragon Lord says if you focus on laser weapon perks, the laser weapons will be a bit better. But I suggest with ballistics, they scale much better and don't solely rely on a perk. There you go. I will say this, it seems like with the weapons and combat, it is different from Fallout. Like in Fallout, typically laser weapons are super powerful, and if you invest in them, they become broken. It doesn't seem like that in this game. It seems like the game went in a different direction with what's good and what's not. And that's good. It doesn't feel like you're playing Fallout the entire time you're playing the game. That's a good thing. No, I've never owned an exotic animal like a lizard or a rare marsupial. In my lifetime, I've owned rabbits, hamsters, and a cat. That's it. Thank you, Willow. I will tell Kat that everyone wished her a happy birthday today. Excuse me.
I didn't wish her a happy fucking birthday. Phil, I'm part of everyone. I don't wish that fucking potato-loving fuck a happy birthday. I hope it's fucking miserable. Tell her that.
What game did I really want but I never got? Excuse me. What game did I really want but I never got? Man, that's a tough question. I don't know. See, here's the thing. Like, back in the day, any game you wanted, you could at least rent. So it wasn't, maybe I didn't own every game that I wanted, but I still played them. Like Chrono Trigger, I literally never owned, but I played it and I beat it. You know, I honestly don't think I can even answer the question. You know, most games that I wanted to own is because they had massive replay value, like Street Fighter. I wanted Street Fighter on SNES because you could play the shit out of it and have tons of fun with it. You know, Final Fantasies because you could replay them over and over and love the music and the story and maybe find little nuanced differences and secrets in them, right? Yeah, I can't necessarily think of a particular game that I really wanted and I just didn't have access to it. You know, if anything, though, okay, I can't answer this. In the days of the SNES, the Genesis, there was one console that stood out that was very different, the Neo Geo. Okay, the Neo Geo console was essentially a home console that was identical to arcade games because it was the same hardware at home as was running the arcade games in arcades that were like Metal Slug, Fatal Fury, Art of Fighting, The King of Fighters, Samurai Showdown. It was the same games. You could actually get them at home, and they played exactly the same. I had a friend who had a Neo Geo, and I couldn't believe it. I went over his house. We were playing King of Fighters 96, the same exact game as it was in arcades, and it played the same, and it sounded the same. I was like, dude, you have an arcade at home. This is amazing. The problem was the Neo Geo was insanely expensive, and it cost like, I'm not kidding, like $1,000. And then on top of that, the games were incredibly pricey too. So you had to spend like an insane installed amount to have it. Then it was like hundreds of dollars per game. You had to import the games. You couldn't just get American versions. You had to import the games from Japan. So that I never had. So I never really had a home arcade experience. I either went to arcades to play the better quality or I played the kind of ported versions at home. I never really had that. A friend of mine was very lucky to have that. So that would be my answer. I always rented games from Blockbuster. There was no Hollywood Video near where I lived. We had a Blockbuster that my parents and I went to like I'd say maybe 1 to 2 times a month. Like every other week we would stop by on a weekend to get some movies and a game. Something like that. Have I ever pet a guinea pig? Yes. Our local stores out here sometimes have guinea pigs, and one time they were cleaning the cage of guinea pigs, and they allowed us to touch the guinea pigs. They were so cute. They're very silky soft, very cute. Skittish, though. They don't like being touched a lot, like they run away. I received another tip, $3.02, from B-Boy Cyclone. Have you heard of the game Bomb Rush Cyberfunk? It's a spiritual successor to Jet Set Radio Future, out on the Switch and PC now, but it's coming out soon. PS5 and Xbox. Did you ever try Jet Set Radio or Future? No. So the answer is no, no, and no. I'm aware of it. Again, it's a series I've heard of. I know that it has a fan base, but I've never experienced or played it. So, sadly, I really can't speak to it and say if it's good or not or if it's something that I would like because I never really experienced it. It's funny. I've been a YouTuber for 15 years, and you guys have exposed me to so many different styles and genres and IPs of games, right, that I never even knew existed. But there's tons to this day that I still haven't been exposed to. Don't you guys absolutely love it when you fully expose me live on stream? It's an amazing feeling, isn't it? To just take Phil and just spread him right out and expose him on stream. Anyway, 672 did a super chat. What is a gaming aspect you miss from the past? For example, mine is midnight releases at GameStop and physical collector's editions for new games. Me? My honest thing that I miss is games not being completely spoiled and or already being all over the internet and well known before they come out, right? Because even back in the day when I started as a YouTuber, one of the big pieces of appeal of watching DSP on YouTube was that I would go to the store either in the morning when it opened or the night before for midnight release. I would buy the game right away, come home, film an unboxing, and immediately start filming and uploading gameplay. I was one of the first people on all of YouTube to cover most video games. And that's how people saw, oh, this is what the game is? Oh, okay, so now based on Phil's gameplay, now we know what the game is and we can judge if it's good or not, right? You can't do that anymore. Every game now pays some special streamer, some special content creator to shill their game. And you can't trust a word of what any of those streamers or gamers do. They're all paid to advertise the game. So they get it early, they're able to stream it early, they make tons of extra money because they have it early, and now everything they say is an advertisement. So these games are literally spoiled all over the internet way early. You know, if you want to play a game on release, you have to fucking hide from the internet for a week before it comes out, so you don't know half of the game already. It's pathetic.
Okay, there's a couple of things we can tick off here.
Burger.
And
Burger.
there we go. Here's Toxic, and he said fuck. So there we go.
It didn't used to be like that. Somehow, these game companies think they're selling more copies of games by doing that. I'm sorry, maybe make a good game and sell it on its own merits, rather than, oh, I bought a game because I saw Dr. Disrespect play it, right? Or I saw Co-Carnage play it. Or I saw, you know, whoever the hot new game streamer is of the day, the flavor of the day.
So Phil doesn't understand the concept of advertising. Phil admitted that he was popular back in the day in early YouTube because he was one of the first ones to fucking get the game and make a video about it and show it on his channel. So Phil was bigger back in the day, and because he was so much bigger back in the fucking day on YouTube, because he was so prominent back in the fucking day, because he spammed videos back in the fucking day, yes, there was a time that Phil actually was quite a fucking high ranking channel on YouTube. Right at the start of that thing, you know, like 2011 or 2010, 11 or 12 as well. You know, those kind of fucking days. Before, as I say, Don't Play was even a fucking thing, essentially. Phil was quite prominent because he spammed the crap out of it. So Phil was in the position of people like Dr. Disrespect and people like, who the fuck else wants to, all these fucking paid shills, you know, parenthesis, I right, but yeah, Phil was literally that person. Obviously, he wasn't getting fucking paid money, but no, Phil was prominent. He was the first one to fucking do it, and he was getting exposure for it, and people were fucking, because he was the biggest person on the platform at that time in the gaming category, showing these fucking unboxing videos. People, all the eyes were on him. That's advertising, because Phil was the first one to fucking do it, essentially, and so people knew Phil as being the fucking first one to fucking unbox crap. But because other people have surpassed him, and improved on the fucking formula, he's jealous of these little fucking guys that are doing that, and so he can't trust them, because apparently they're all fucking paid shells. Because they're the ones where all the eyes are. They're the ones that are fucking promoting the fucking game. They're the ones that are fucking telling you about the features of the fucking game. Phil has no concept of advertisement. He has no concept of capitalism. That's my take on that. He's got no concept whatsoever.
Whatever there was, I saw them play, so now I'm going to buy it. Instead, make a good game, people will play it, and word of mouth will spread, and then people will buy it because it's a good game. Not because some fucking streamer played it, you see? But that changed. That definitely changed over time, and it's nothing like that anymore, where it used to be honest, genuine, day one enjoyment of a game. It doesn't exist. It's sad. It's a whole thing. You know, I used to do release day unboxing. Doesn't exist anymore. Used to actually go in line, get the games that doesn't exist anymore. It's all gone. Because all they want to do is pay for people to shill their shit, rather than make good games. I have no idea what my first midnight release game was. I'm going to guess it was probably a Call of Duty, but I have no idea. I really don't know. It probably was one of the earlier Call of Duty, but Modern Warfare 2 maybe? That big party I attended at the mall? Could be. I really don't recall. Alright guys, I think it's time for us to adjourn. Thank you for those who chilled and supported so far today. We're going to swap over to Starfield for a fun Starfield streaming day. Thank you all for chilling. Thank you for helping me out to understand that Sony refund process. It sounds like a refund's on the way. Not yet, haven't gotten it yet, but it sounds like it is on the way. And I'm happy for that, obviously. It sounds like we'll be playing Mortal Kombat a little bit on the earlier side, which is sweet. And thank you all. I really appreciate that. And all right. Thank you all for a great podcast. I'm off tomorrow. When I come back on Friday, I'll tell you all about our day out tomorrow, celebrating Kat's birthday, how it went. And I'm sure we'll have news stories and other things to cover. All right. Thank you all. And I shall see you soon. Cool. All right, guys, let's get set up quickly. But I do need to break to use the bathroom before we begin. So I will do a little ad break here, just to forewarn you. I recommend you grab a drink or a snack, use the restroom yourself before we begin with our Starfield stream. And exciting, because right off the bat, we're going to be getting big loot rewards for the big quest that I did yesterday. We were waiting to see what's the big reward for doing this giant quest, and we're about to find out. I ran out of time, but now we're going to get those rewards right away on stream first, and then we're going to go from there, okay? So thank you guys. Let's take a brief break. I'll be back shortly with Starfield fun. See you then.
We're going to mute a stream before this crappy music plays, and fast forward, of course, because we can fast forward. So I think he went on break at like 12:40, and fast forwarding, and he's back at like fucking 12. He had a 15-minute break. Fuck me. Alright.
I have...
Crappy music, go away. Thank you.
I have returned, and I'm ready to start with Starfield, everyone. I hope you are too. Thanks for being patient. Let's now jump in. Remember, we're at a very interesting part. I just did a big mission with tough combat, and now we're about to get our rewards for the mission. Jade says, I bought MK1 Premium Edition to play early. Wanted to say hi and talk to you in chat. It's cool. All right. I'm glad to have you here, Jade. And it sounds like I'll be getting that edition too once I get my refund. Haven't gotten it yet, but it should be coming. Excuse me. That's really disgusting. Sorry about that. Okay.
Well, that guarantees a free space for the burps. That was 3 of them in one go. We only needed 1. But we're up to 12 now in fucking burps. So that's a free space for the burps. We are 5 away from a full house, but also we're not going to get a fucking full house, sadly, because unless Phil has a fucking crazy snorting session, or burps 8 more times out of fucking nowhere, or he doesn't even, he's only got 36 likes, I think. Oh, no, wait, that can't be right. No, when my internet fucking crashed, I think I stopped updating. But I don't think he's going to blow bubbles before he starts recording for gameplay for YouTube. So, yeah, I feel like when it falls short for full house, sadly. That's a real shame, but it is what it is. No. And Methbear as well, saying he specified before that developers want their shells to misrepresent negatives about games to not hurt sales. Thus, viewers may buy a bad game and be hurt. Phil just loves spinning some sort of fucked up narrative, doesn't he? It's like... It's like... The power of advertisement is quite fucking strong. Why do you think his channel's so fucking, so much of a fucking unsuccessful fucking thing lately? The average person tunes into a DSP stream and they're fucking met with all his toxicity and his hatred and his animosity and his fucking greed to try and get money from you. and the constant fucking reminders to fucking give him money. It's been a slow fucking night, guys. Please step up. No fucking new person to our stream wants to fucking hear that being told to them as soon as they fucking turn up. Who the fuck would?
Nice musical burps. There we go. Okay. Starfield time. Captain DCW, congrats. He says his Series S has arrived. Enjoy Starfield, which I'm sure you'll be playing on Game Pass today, right? Yeah, it's funny. Now it's finally on Game Pass. So every time I play it, I'll be getting Game Pass points. Because previously it wasn't on Game Pass. So I was getting it because I bought the premium edition. But now every time I play, I'll get points, which is sweet. I'm sure you guys enjoy the musical burps. Of course, I try to make it fun. Phaser, good to have you. I gotta leave in 10 minutes. It's all good. Good to at least have it for the little bit we have you for. Lair of the Mantis. The Lair of the Mantis. Jasper's good. We were just talking to him. Cat and I were having a discussion with Jasper, and he was talking with us back verbally, meowing back. It's nice to have an interactive pet like Jasper Kitty. Okay. Lenuli, welcome. We were just starting. You missed nothing. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Starfield. Last time around, we completed the Lair of the Mantis quest, and now...
He didn't fuck around tonight, did he? Fucking straight into fucking recording for gameplay. No, you need any fucking reminders to fucking give him money. But, fuck me, man. that's the end of fucking bingo for today. We had one free space because Saul blocked the whole fucking lot. So where should we tick this free space? Where should we fucking tick it? How about... here.
Burger. 5 in a row. That's concerning.
There we go. But yeah, we're going to end for shy of a full house, unfortunately. So there we go. Guy, I'm not gonna waste too much time. Let's refresh. Okay, let's have a quick refresh on a full stream and see where he's doing. So he started gameplay at $11.
Really?
He's still on $11. Get fucked, Phil boy. But yeah, I'm just gonna fuck off, guys. I'm gonna enter all sense. We're gonna enjoy Otters. Let's go to live Otters. There we go. There's one in the corner chilling. There's 2 in the corner chilling. That one came out of fucking nowhere. There's 3 in the corner chilling. I don't think it's a fucking corner. I'm starting to think it's not actually an actual fucking corner, but there you go. We're going to end with Otters. And yeah, guys, I won't be back for a whole week. I'm going to fuck off to Greece, and my holiday starts tomorrow. I'm away for a week with my fiance. We're going to enjoy a nice wee break away. And it's going to be quite nice. It's actually quite nice in Scotland as well. It was like 24, 25 degrees in fucking Scotland today, you know? It's quite fucking warm. But apparently it's like 27, 28, 29, 30 degrees getting there in Greece. So a wee bit hotter and nicer in Greece, you know? So there we go. But yeah, I will return on Friday, the 15th of September. For some bingo antics, but until then, guys, I hope you all enjoy yourselves. Keep your wee eye out later on. I'm going to have a community post go live in an hour's time or so, just basically explaining as well that I'm away fucking on holiday, but I'm also recommending a bunch of different detractor channels and all that jazz, okay? So, guys, hope you all have a good time. Hope you all have a good, hope you enjoy yourselves, not having to listen to an angry Scotsman rant and rave for a fucking week or so, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'll keep it, yeah, I mean, Warren's saying Twitter's not sure. I'll keep an eye on Twitter, yeah, I will keep an eye on Twitter sometimes, but I'll also try and, like, you know, I see it like a mini detox as well, so I'll definitely keep an eye out for things. And there's Pixar animations in the chat, and that is how we're going to end the bingo today with a closer classic Pixar animations, you know, smash hit, notorious PIG contribution made by the good man himself. So guys, I'm going to, you know, catch you all later, you know, and hopefully I'll come back from my holiday and all refreshed and all that jazz. And yeah, and have a good time, behave yourselves, not jazz. Support all these other distractor content streams and all that jazz. And yeah, hope you all have a good time, and I'll catch you all in a week's time. Peace out.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, "I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower?" When you're showered in money, when you go outside and all of a sudden greenbacks start falling from the sky, and you raise your face up, you're like, oh, you start dancing, you go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah.
These contributions are mandatory.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah.
These contributions are mandatory.
Show me the money.
Read.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah.
These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone, just gone like that, in an instant.